heavily congested right now. No crashes to report, and the turnpike is at speed limit. That's a check of traffic. I'm Greg Tanner.
This report is sponsored by WhatsApp. No one should read your personal messages. That's why WhatsApp uses end-to-end encryption. It protects whatever you send before, during, and after you send it. So no one, not even WhatsApp, can read your messages. Always message privately. WhatsApp.
Looking for a great deal on blind shades and shutters? Save 50% off any order during Blindster.com's President's Day sale. Blindster offers custom wood and faux wood blinds, roller shades, cellular shades, even custom plantation shutters, and they're all 50% off for a limited time. Blindster.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
This is WZZR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Grab the salt, tequila, and lime.
What are you doing? Making margarita.
Because it's National Margarita Day.
Yeah, we need margaritas.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere here on the morning show. Hey, it's National Margarita Day.
Margaritas, anybody?
I would love to go for margaritas.
It's National Margarita Day.
Get drunk on margaritas?
National Margarita Day.
Tequila, triple sec, and lime or lemon juice.
I have to go to work.
Well, we got the cure for that. Margarita.
Okay, everybody, it's showtime.
Color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The Penthouse. Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes. It is Tuesday. We're back in the house after a long weekend, President's Weekend. So I hope you guys had a nice President's Weekend and, thought about all the presidents and what they've done for this great, great country. It's Honda Classic Week, which is going to be crazy. We got tickets today at 11:45 for the Bear Trap, which is going to be awesome. A lot going on for you guys all the time in the Penthouse on a Tuesday. A little crazy day for me personally, but, I got to learn about tow trucks and people. Jimmy's here today. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hi, it works if I have the microwave in front of my face. That's how radio works.
Mm-hmm.
Put a microwave in front of your face.
Ding.
It's
done.
Today is going to be a very long show.
Yep.
I am very tired, and I don't want to say for no reason. I worked my ass off this weekend, but I didn't do anything yesterday. I didn't leave my house. I chilled. I relaxed. It was President's Day. I honored our presidents. You know what you do on President's Day.
How was the Italian festival?
And man, I am still dragging. I am exhausted.
So when you got my text last night, you probably were like, this morning, like, great, I'm tired.
No, I felt terrible when I got your text this morning because I went to sleep at like 9:30. I fell asleep on the couch at like 9:15, 9:10. My husband woke me up and he was like, let's go to bed. I'm just for some reason have not been able to refresh myself and catch up yet.
Well, you worked your ass off. How was the Italian festival?
It was good. It was long, long days, very, very long, 14, 15 hours.
That's a long day.
Yeah, but good. I had a good time. Jimmy and his beautiful bride came out on Saturday. Saw a lot of people from, Real Radio Land who listen came by too.
Cool.
And the weather was great. It was a very good event.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Jimmy, how are you, buddy?
Oh, great. And it was nice seeing Franny out and about. And Megan and Squirrel were there as well, her husband. And it was a great time. And I got a very, very good education on what happens on swingers cruises.
What? By whom?
Yeah, by some friends of the listening audience here that listen to us, and they wanted to remain nameless. So that's quite all right, and I don't blame them since power tools are involved.
Oh, what?
Yes,
Wow.
and I've seen that actually happen, but not in the way that they described. So
Wow.
yes, I got a very good lesson on what happens.
I have so many questions. Is this the
I'll
same?
draw you a picture.
Is this the crew that I was like?
Yes.
They were very nice, and they came over and they said hi, and they said that they were fans of the radio station. And Jimmy just happened to be 5 feet away from me, so his back was facing him. And I was like, "Oh, see that guy over there? He's got the bright sweatshirt or something he had over like
had
over
a green one on,
green,
yeah.
yeah." I was like, that's Jimmy, the producer. And they're like, "Oh my God, it is!" And thank God they were cool because
they're
super cool because you guys chatted for a while, and they like when they left, they're like, "Oh man, they're
was
such
great.
great people." Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were super fantastic. Kept asking, "Oh, we're not bothering you. We're not bothering you."
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Very
It was
nice.
so fun. I love going out and meeting people, and especially our listeners because they're so great, and they come up with great stories like that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I have so many questions. I guess during the break, power tools and swinger cruises.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's how you do it, kids.
I can't top that.
I know. I was going to ask you, how was your weekend, G?
It was pretty crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was the Greek Fest on Saturday.
Yeah.
A lot of Greeks.
That feels right. That feels right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, a lot of people calling me Greek, and I turned around 100,000 times. So we had a good time. Went to South Beach. Was a Saturday night with my friends. A little bit crazy. I got home very late. I think I got home the latest I've been home in a long, long time.
What are we talking about, like 4 or 5 in the morning?
5:30.
Yeah. Did you end up at Club 11?
No, we didn't go to Club.
Oh, okay.
We almost did. We almost did.
I was like, that's why you stay out late is when you end up at Club 11. That's what happens.
Well, I texted you like 3 o'clock. I said, "Can I stay out one more hour?" And you were like, "Get home." And I'm like, "All right."
Who are you talking to, Jimmy?
No, you.
Oh.
And Franny said, "Get home." No, we went out to a nice dinner, Mandrake, new restaurant, and they had a woman there throwing flames around all night long, which was pretty
cool.
It was pretty cool. I was a little
Sounds
worried.
dangerous, but
yeah,
it's cool.
yeah. She was right by our table. I was a little close. I was a little worried that I said, "Watch me get popped."
She was
there."
like a fire dancer?
Yeah, she was like a fire dancer.
Yeah,
yeah.
very
She was
cool.
pretty cool. And then we went over to SLS, hung out there. Then we went to the Empire Cigar Lounge. Then one other stop, and it was crazy. It was
Sounds like a fun night.
It was crazy. Yeah, we were sitting outside, and the restaurant was to the right, and there was 4 girls sitting with an older gentleman. Let's put it that way, and this one girl was stunning. She just was stunning. And as soon as she sat down, but I mean, it's as close as the window in the studio. Like I could see her, she's seeing me. I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, and I didn't want to say anything. So I saw her get up to go to the ladies' room. I assumed.
Yeah.
So I figured,
Let me go follow her.
Let me go follow her.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And I got up, but I didn't realize like there was going to be a line. So there was a line to get into the men's room and ladies' room.
Okay.
It was like unisex, 2 rooms. One. There were a lot of people.
Right.
So there was a lot of people. So I was like, I don't know, 9, 10 people in line.
Yeah.
So she gets in line in front of me, and this other kid gets in line in front of me, and he's like, I gotta go get my friends. I want them to know. I said, go ahead, bro. I'll save your spot. So I get right behind her. She turns around, she looks at me, she goes, I knew you were getting up.
So you're not slick, is what she's saying.
I said, yeah, small world. I said, just happen to go to the restroom same time as you. Didn't work out, but
no
it was
number exchange or anything like that.
No, very friendly, but didn't work out.
Yeah.
But the gentleman she was with,
was her boyfriend?
husband.
Was her fiance?
Yeah. So I said check one of the boxes. Fiance, boyfriend, husband.
Doesn't matter. Is this serious?
He was definitely a player because he had 4 girls that were very, very attractive, and you could tell he had some deep, deep pockets. But yeah, which was pretty funny. But she turned around, she goes, I knew you were going to get in line. I'm like, what are you talking about? High pitch. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? I was still had to go to the bathroom.
I just had to go to the bathroom same time as you. It was small world. But South Beach is always crazy. The people just crazy. Just out of control.
Yeah.
Out of control.
I'll be there this weekend. And
nice.
Yeah.
For food and wine.
Yeah, I'm going to the South Beach Food and Wine, and I'm going to so I got a couple media passes for a couple of the events, and then I purchased a ticket to one event because my buddy was like, you got to go. And it's right up my alley. Today's Margarita Day, right? Mm-hmm. So the one event is tacos and tequila.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And so I'm like, it's definitely my thing. Yeah. So I ended up purchasing tickets as for Saturday night as well, too. So I have that Saturday night event for that. And then I have a Michelle Bernstein event, which is a Spanish tapas event.
Oh, nice.
And then the grand tasting on Sunday. So we'll be down there. But like you said, South Beach is crazy. I am bright lining my way down there.
Good.
And
so way to do it.
Yes, I'm going to bright line, and then I'm going to take Uber or whatever, or Lyft, to the hotel. So my buddy's staying at the Fountain Bleu.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we'll stay there. I'm going with a girlfriend too.
Oh, wow. So you'll be
yeah,
okay.
so it should be fun. But I remember going last year. Man, what a poop show!
It is brutal.
Well, because it was also, and I think it was a little later on last year. Normally it's around this time, but I think because everything else got pushed back, I think it might have been March or April because it was spring break too.
Oh, wow.
So I was
that's right.
I was like, get me out of, until we got inside of the events, I had a blast. But getting to the events, I was like, I don't want to come back here. This sucks. It did. It was rough.
Traffic is brutal.
It was rough.
Yeah, that's
and
bad.
It gave me a really bad taste of South Beach. I was just like, eh. But now it's in February. It's not going to be spring break. I'm hoping it's going to be a better situation traveling around.
I hope so. I mean, we were in South Beach just for dinner. Then we went back over to Brickell.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit less. But still tons and tons of people. 3, 4 in the morning, packed. I mean, it's just crazy. And doing bizarre things and just stepping out of control and just doing what they got to do. But the Greek Fest was good, too. A lot of fun there. Tasted a lot of pastries.
Yeah.
They were very, very nice to us. It was a good time. Yeah, it was cool. We're excited about the Honda Classic, and we got Bear Trap tickets today we're giving away.
Big time, man. I told G, I was like, I don't know if we've ever given away Bear Trap tickets. Honda Classic, yes. But Bear Trap, I don't know. I feel like we haven't.
I think maybe
year.
1 or 2, but not like this.
Yeah, not like this. This is like an all-week kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's a double-decker, right?
And Bear Trap's a double-decker. That is one of the pricier tickets for the Honda Classic.
Yeah.
This is where everybody wants to be.
Yeah.
And, that's what we got this week, 11:45.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you guys pay attention, and you got a chance to get not only Honda Classic tickets, but Bear Trap tickets. Can't beat that. I mean, that is awesome. And the weather's supposed to be very nice all week, which is a good thing. That's what I think everybody's always wondering about the weather with the Honda. Is it going to be good weather? Same thing with Sunfest, but it's supposed to be beautiful.
Yeah, because we had a couple Honda Classics that it was like torrential.
Oh. Yeah, that one year, remember? Oh, my God. Rained every day. Every day.
But like you said, I think we're going to have a nice week.
That's what they said. I mean, things could change. You never know. NBA had their All-Star game, which was went over the total. So Teddy covers. Thank you, Teddy. If you guys were listening on Saturday, he told you guys to bet the first half.
First half over, yeah.
Yeah. And it made it.
What did the number end up being, and what was the score? Do you know?
It was high, Jimmy.
Yeah.
It was
165-ish. Was about what you were. They were estimating like 160, 165. You were anticipating that it would be the line.
Yeah, it was 180.
It was 180. That went over.
No, that was the line.
Oh, that was the line.
The line went up to 180. It went up to 180.
And it still went over.
Still went over by 2 points.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, what else? Because people were calling me, and I'm like, he said 165. And today it was 180. It was Sunday night late. So that ended up happening. So it was crazy, like I said.
Yeah.
Crazy all around. But again, a lot going on today. It is the Penthouse on a Monday after President's Day. We'll come back with a lot of other stuff for you. 11:45 Bear Trap tickets. Don't forget about that. Jimmy, Franny, and the Greek, and we're back in the house. What house? The Penthouse. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Yo, Dano here for Precision Garage Door of South Florida. And when it comes to that huge door on your home, the garage door. And whether you're looking to replace, repair, or upgrade the biggest door on your home, secure it up with Precision Garage Door of South Florida. And you can easily find them online. Again, visit flgaragedoor.com, where you'll find the customer service alone takes extra precautions and measures to keep you safe, and they're ready to answer your needs 24 hours a day. And Precision is open 7 days a week. The uber-friendly and knowledgeable techs will roll into your driveway fully stocked with materials that far surpass what the manufacturers will offer, and that leaves you confident that you chose the best. And the door will work flawlessly, and it will be whisper quiet. Don't hesitate repairing or upgrading the biggest door on your home. Do what I did and call on Precision Garage Door of South Florida. flgaragedoor.com.
As a small business owner, your bottom line is always top of mind. So start saving by switching to Comcast Business Mobile. It's a mobile service designed for small business that can save you money with unlimited data for just $24 per line per month for 10 lines. Perfect for any small business looking to grow. Or you can pay by the gig. And with access to millions of Wi-Fi hotspots, you'll pay only for the data you need, with no line fees, activation costs, or term contracts. You can save up to $500 a year on your wireless bill, all on the most reliable 5G network. and it's only available to Comcast Business Internet customers. So boost your business's bottom line with a more reliable, more affordable mobile service by switching to Comcast Business Mobile today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability assessment wins in 2H 2021. Wi-Fi networks not tested. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
Tobacco-Free Florida has many free ways to help you quit nicotine. From free 2-week starter kits of quit aids to free cessation services like Phone Quit and Group Quit. We're even trying out new motivational tactics, like 80s rock anthems.
The time is now, and I'm so proud. You're the greatest quitter of all. Tobacco free, won't you believe? You're right there where you wanted to be. You're staying strong, you're standing tall. You're a quitter on a mission to be. You're the greatest quitter. He's tobacco's greatest quitter. You're the greatest quitter. He's tobacco's greatest quitter of all.
Ah, cool. Lasers. Yeah, that's awesome. Maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Mike Capel here, serial entrepreneur. I started my first business in the basement of a factory over 30 years ago. We had no heat and no air conditioning. Instead of customers, our office visitors were rats, birds, flies, and snakes. Our office flooded often, and we used blankets as our office walls. We were broke and needed help. That's why I created Patriot Software, to help small business owners with simple payroll for 1 to 100 employees. And if you need help, we will help you for free. Go to patriotsoftware.com. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll processing free. That's patriotsoftware.com.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Wow, what a week. Yesterday, I was supposed to sign my first mortgage, but there was this huge car accident on my commute. The bridge that led to the nearest First Republic Bank was closed. Traffic was bumper to bumper. It seemed impossible I'd be able to get there by the end of the business day. I was freaked. I had no idea what would happen if I didn't sign the papers on time. So then I get a call from my personal banker. He says Dennis from the nearest First Republic has a bike and is en route. No kidding. So this guy shows up, has me sign the documents, and takes them back to First Republic Bank on a bike. I mean, if that's not service, I'm not sure what is. So thanks, First Republic. You helped me get my first home under unbelievable circumstances.
Personalized service, customized solutions, quick decisions. At First Republic, it's a privilege to serve you. Visit our Palm Beach, Jupiter, or Palm Beach Gardens offices. FirstRepublic.com. First Republic Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South offers volume discounts for homeowners. The more you buy, the more you save. Our discounts start at the fourth window, and from there, the savings grow. New South can do this because we own our factory, and that's the power of Factory Direct. Visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
If you've ever ordered food for work, you understand. It's different. There's just so much more at stake. Whether it's a meeting, a client call, or lunch with the office that has to arrive at the actual lunchtime, food for work has to work. That's why there's Easy Cater. Food that's on time and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants.
But hello, welcome back into the Penthouse. This is Franny. Of course, we have Jimmy in the Penthouse.
Hello and good morning.
And we got G-Man. Hi, Greek.
What is happening?
Well, what is happening? And if you want to see what's happening, not only can you just hear what's happening, you can see what's happening. And that is all thanks to Monroe's of Palm Beach. We have Real TV up and going. You just have to go to realradio921.com. Right there on the homepage, you're going to see a link that says Real TV, brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach. You click on that, and then it'll send you right to a YouTube channel where you can see all of our mugs.
Special shout out, not to get involved, I got to get into it. Gordon's Towing for bringing me to work today. Doug, good job.
Nice job. Thanks, Gordon.
Doug.
Oh, Doug. Thanks, Doug, from Gordon's Towing. Forgetting Greek here.
Gordon's Towing.
Oh, you said Gordon's.
Oh, whatever.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, Fran.
Sorry, Doug.
Sorry, Doug.
And Gordon's Towing.
But thanks for bringing us, Mike.
Yes. Yeah, right? Thanks. Oh, my goodness.
It's a second.
Just the
How come you
worst.
didn't call Vaughn?
Right?
I should have called Vaughn.
Yeah.
I don't know his number.
You should have reached out to me. I could have gotten you in touch.
I was so out of it. I mean, I've been trying to deal with this since late last night, and I'm just so out of it.
Yep. G has another issue with his car. Another one.
Yeah, another one bites the dust.
I told you I was like this. This car's got like the what do you call it, the Malouk or something?
Yeah, it does. It definitely
Yeah,
does.
so-
I'm lucky I'm all right because I got injured.
Very true.
Well,
Thank
that's
goodness
the
you're
important
okay.
part, right?
Exactly.
And it's the first thing Jimmy asked me. He said, "You know what? Don't worry about the car. Are you okay?" And sometimes you don't realize it, and then next thing you know, you're. But I had a nice ride today in a tow truck. So, Doug, great job from Gardens Towing. Great people around. Everything was nice, and then we're going to get back on the road soon before anything else. A lot going on this weekend in all areas. If you guys want to get involved, tell us what you did this weekend. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call to get involved in the program. You can also email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Or you can text Franny, Real Radio 47142. And those are the three ways to get involved in the show, as always. You guys are part of it. We want you to be part of it. Whatever way you want to get involved, get involved. And again, Honda Classic tickets today for the Bear Trap. Do not forget about that. I know that's going to blow up huge. And again, we're on TV. Franny says, sponsored by Monroe's. And again, if you go to Honda, stop by Monroe's one night this week. I'll be there a couple nights this week myself, stopping in. And it's a great place to go after the Honda Classic. So, there was an NBA basketball game we talked about on Saturday, and Sunday, the All-Star game, 163 to 160. Jimmy, you'll love this. One of my friends bet the under. 163 to 160. It was a crazy game. Steph Curry dropped in 50 points. He had like 11 three-pointers, which was just crazy. But yeah, it was a good game. A little different. They don't have it like they traditionally do. So I'm a purist. I like the way they used to do it, teams and divisions and stuff like that. But they just pick teams now, so it's a little different.
Is that they're still doing it that way, right? Because it's Team LeBron and Team Durant, and so they each choose their own. So basically, it's like one picks, then the other picks, then the other picks. So just right down the line, like an old schoolyard way of doing it.
And that's what they went with it. They did it last year, I think, that way too. It's like old schoolyard. You pick.
Feels like it's been that way a couple of years now.
Yeah, maybe. Might have been like 3. That it's going on like that, but LeBron hit a shot at the end, but it was 163 to 160. It was crazy. I think the craziest thing all weekend in sports is there are a couple of big stories, but ex-coach of the Dolphins, Flores, got a job. Who gets a job when you're suing your employee?
He does. He does.
Breaking news, you heard it right here in the locker room.
Yeah.
Thanks to our buddy Kyle.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I don't think it's the job that he wanted, but he got a job, and that's all that matters.
I'm like, it's a great for him.
Yeah.
He's suing the NFL.
Yeah.
And he gets a job?
As a senior defensive assistant / linebackers coach for the Steelers.
Oh, my God, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think there's anybody alive who could be suing a company and get a job while it's going on? I don't think so. I don't think anybody.
Yeah, it's a very peculiar situation. Just really sort of odd.
Oh,
but not. Again, we have to see what comes out of this, right? So if the lawsuits drop all of a sudden, and
we'll see.
The one thing, again, to me, the more important thing is the whole deal with whether or not they were, he was asked to throw games.
Oh yeah, that's big.
And that's I think because that like affects the entire league.
Yeah, the integrity.
So much, and the integrity of the game that man, if there's still any truth to that, I don't know. Is he going to keep going with that? Is that lawsuit still continuing on? We haven't heard anything otherwise right now.
No, we haven't heard anything otherwise. But I agree with you 100%. We've been on the same page since the story broke. That is the biggest part of the story. Obviously, it's a big issue when there's. interviews that are not real and different things like that, which they're going to investigate too. Also, the Washington football team's getting investigated. So the NFL's got some problems off the field right now, not on the field. There's Dallas Cowboys. There's a lot of stuff going on. There really is. I think there was always stuff going on, but they kept it quiet. But if it comes out any truth that Stephen Ross was doing this, he might have to sell the team down the road. Because they're not going to put up with that. That's integrity.
Curious to see what that evidence is that Flores has, if he has any.
Yeah, I don't know if he has anything, but I'm shocked. Like I said, when I heard
you would think he would, right? To have
It's
evidence
like
in order.
a 58-page lawsuit.
Yeah.
You would think somewhere there's 58 pages of something.
For a claim like that, you would think you would have solid evidence.
Yeah, I don't know.
It can't be a he said, she said kind of thing.
You'll find out because there'll be getting people sued for slander and different things like that. But yeah, when I saw that Saturday, I heard actually, like Jimmy said, we got a call. I was shocked. I thought 20 minutes later I was going to say he's dropping the suits, but he's not. So like I said, just think if you work wherever you work, if you're suing your employee and if you're still there, I guarantee you're not. Once you start suing your employee, you're gone.
Well, yeah. It's so weird. Like, it's a different dynamic, right? Because of the fact, Pittsburgh hired him, not the NFL.
Yeah.
Right? So, but he's suing the NFL. So, but I understand that the NFL owns Pittsburgh, so it's sort of kind of weird, isn't it?
He's also suing one of the, he's suing 3 of the teams out of the 32, and they're all together.
Yeah.
So you would think that would not be allowed. It's a very unique situation. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. But I was shocked. And again, Pittsburgh Steelers, that's where the Rooney Rule came from, obviously. So we'll see. But it's just, if somebody, most people said he would never coach again in the NFL ever. And
I didn't think, and mostly because I didn't think anybody would pick him up because he's a liability.
Yeah, well, it's not even
more than anything else, right?
He's only had to work 30 days.
Granted, it's it's sort of a lower tiered. He's not going to be in the press. He doesn't go to press conferences a lot. I think with that type of position, it's sort of a more behind the scenes type. So maybe that's part of the reason that he was accepted back in, because of the fact that he won't be. Because if it was like it was a head coaching job, that'd be every day. He'd be well,
I think
the press would be on him.
Yeah, I think he'll be behind the scenes coaching the defense, and when Tomlin retires, maybe in 4 or 5 years, he'll step up.
Do you think Belichick is mad at him because he just had to basically say why? And this is just I believe it was yesterday in an interview, and he talks about why he used Belichick's text messages in the lawsuit, and he goes on to say, "Listen, I'm not mad at Belichick," and he explains why he used the text messages, which he says are crucial to use in his lawsuit. And
it's understandable. Yeah, of course.
So basically, he was like, to me, I thought it was specific to the lawsuit, and that it confirmed a lot of things that I thought were going on. Talking about the minority coaches, things have been going on so far, and he confirmed, it kind of confirmed it for me as having a fair and equal opportunity to go and have an interview and show intelligence, show your ability to lead, show your willingness and your leadership. Oftentimes it's not a fair and equal playing field. So he thought that those text messages, and he goes on for that. But then he says that how much respect he has for him, and Bill Belichick listens and all this stuff, and basically saying all those great things about him. If you're Bill Belichick, are you furious that he used these with the lawsuit?
I'm probably not happy. Again, I think text messages are personal between two people. I've always looked at it that way. I would be offended if somebody did that to me. I think he's probably not happy because now he's probably, in this case, he's going to have to get called in.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be a witness. Maybe it was a mistake. I don't know. Nobody knows the truth about all this. Yeah, but I'm sure Belichick, he doesn't like the press or the media anyway, so I'm sure he doesn't happy about that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be happy if I sent Jimmy text messages or you and you made them public about something, not, hey, I'm going to be late for work, but about something that I can deem to be private and personal. Because, again, Belichick was sending him a message saying, congratulations. I heard you got the job, yada, yada. And then it didn't work out, obviously. But I don't think, Belichick did anything harm. It just helped his case, saying, hey, man, before I even go to the interview, they got somebody hired. What am I doing? So, he was really just acknowledging him like, hey, congrats. Great to do. Like most people would do if somebody you had a friend had a job. So, yeah, I think he might be a little upset. Whether or not they'll be friends anymore, I don't know. I don't know if he called Belichick first. We don't know that. Maybe he said, hey, look, I didn't get these jobs. I'm suing, and I'm going to tell you I'm going to release those text messages. That might make a difference, because then at least he knows. But I don't know. We'll know. We don't know any of this. I'm sure it'll come all out and come in trial. If he goes to trial. I don't know. Maybe he just drops the suit down the road and just says, hey, I'm not going to do anything. So, but yeah, it's an interesting case that's not going away. And obviously, him getting hired kicks it up more. Because again, if he didn't get hired, you wouldn't even hear about Brian Flores till the case happened down the road, 2 years down the road. Because they're not going to rush to go; they'll just kick it down. And that's what happened with the NBA a couple years ago.
And by then, it would be Brian who?
That's right.
At that point. But not Brian who now.
No, not Brian who.
Not on with the Steelers.
No. He'll be, and they'll show him on the sidelines all the time.
Yeah.
You know that. He's not going away.
Now, it may be a lower tier type of how many guys and linebacker coaches get interviewed every week? They're going to interview him.
Oh, they probably will.
The press is going to go to him. I mean, you can see that coming. It's like, Tebow, you have a press conference for a backup quarterback. That never happened in NFL history until he became a backup in New York.
You're right. It's crazy. But again, there's a lot more to come to this story, I'm sure, for everybody. But I think the main thing is what you said, Jimmy. People want to know, was this a possibility that the owner said, hey, lose games, I'll give you $100,000, which totally destroys the league and their integrity.
Boy, that'll hurt them.
It is the Penthouse, and we will come back with a trifecta, and we'll also come back with This Day in History. Peace.
Because your pets are pretty lonely when you're gone. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
This is Chris Collinsworth. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
NFL free agency will begin in just under a month. There will be a lot of speculation on where the top available players will land. This year, there are quite a few stars looking for new homes. That could make this offseason very intriguing, especially when you realize how impactful free agency has become. A great signing can make a team a contender in just one offseason. So it should be interesting to see which teams decide to be the most aggressive. I'm Dan Patrick.
Download the DraftKings app and use code SPORTS to get a free shot at millions of dollars up for grabs this week with your first deposit.
Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to start us off on this Tuesday. Temperatures are near 70 degrees as we head out the door. It's a nice start, warming to around 80 later today. A little breezier out there for us as well. We have an east wind around 10 to 15 miles an hour. Might see 1 or 2 isolated showers later on into the afternoon today.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Hiring is hard. Luckily, there's Indeed. The hiring platform makes it easy to attract, screen, and interview candidates from the same place. Just sponsor a job. You'll immediately get a short list of quality candidates on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit to get started.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
The 2022 Honda Classic is back. Coming February 24th through the 27th, the Honda Classic is the premier sporting and social event of the season. The world's best golfers swing into action on PGA Nationals Champion Course, featuring one of the most exciting and intimidating 3 holes on the PGA Tour, known as the Bear Trap. Don't miss the week of fun. There's something for everyone, from public activations, evening concerts, fireworks, spectaculars presented by Tire Kingdom, and so much more. For tickets, visit thehondaclassic.com. That's thehondaclassic.com.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
There's a lot of attorney advertisements out there, but this is the only one you need to remember. It's ZipClaims.com. I know you want your day in court, but courts are backed up due to COVID. It might take you 3 to 5 years to get to trial. Nobody's got time for that. And listen, 96% of cases settle anyways. So settle your claim for free and zippity quick at ZipClaims.com. Not all cases will qualify. Restrictions apply. Get paid zippity quick. It's ZipClaims.com.
Drive your career to the next level. Palm Tran Public Transportation bus operators make an average of $65,000 a year with overtime. Do you have a CDL, a commitment to safety, and great customer service skills? Palm Tran is hiring bus operators today. Enjoy a generous pension, college tuition reimbursement, free bus rides for immediate family members, and more benefits. Go to palmtran.org to apply. Again, that's palmtran.org.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Had a car fire earlier, 95 southbound exit ramp to 10th Avenue North, and could still be causing you a bit of a slowdown. Another crash, northbound 95. This is just south of Belvedere Road. Could give you just a minor delay at this point. Otherwise, not seeing any big tie-ups. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Are you a safe driver? Are you looking to save money? With DriveWise from Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you can save. At Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
Hi.
Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, hello. Good morning.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
There was an NBA basketball game over the weekend. It was the NBA playoffs. All-Star game in Cleveland. LeBron said the door's not closed on him going back to Cleveland. I love LeBron. Lakers aren't doing good. I'm out. I should have married him. So typical. But again, that's what he said. The door's not closed on me going back to Cleveland. And Cleveland's doing very well now. A couple years ago when they sucked, he wasn't saying that.
Yeah, I heard something about him maybe wanting to go to the Warriors.
Did you really?
Oh, no. Was it? No, the Thunder.
Oh, no. He said he gave praise to the Thunder.
Yeah.
The Thunder's GM.
That's
what he did. But
and so then people are like, of course, going, "Ooh, does that mean that's where he wants to go next?"
Oh, yeah. But his one goal is he wants to play basketball with his son 1 year, last year. Whether or not that happens, it probably will. It's his kid. We'll see what happens. And his kid's talented. Whether or not he's at the NBA level, I don't know. But he did say that. And they were in Cleveland this weekend. And he didn't get booed. And I like LeBron. I mean, again, he doesn't care if I live or die like most people. But he's a great athlete. He's one of the best basketball players ever. We get that. But it just seems so like he always has to make it. Even a couple weeks ago when the Rams won, and people got at him a little. He's like, the parade should be for us and the Rams and the Lakers and the Dodgers. And people were like, just give the Rams their credit. Because a couple years ago when the Lakers won, there was a lot of COVID going on, all the other stuff. But yeah, he did say the door's not closed on me leaving Cleveland. So we'll see what happens with that. But that was an interesting thing. That's what everybody talked about over the All-Star weekend. And it was also the celebration of the 75th year of the NBA. And all the stars came out, 75 top NBA players of all time, which was very cool. But yeah, LeBron is always going to be LeBron. And then Aaron Rodgers last night on Grateful Monday. I didn't know it was Grateful Monday, but he put out a whole bunch of things on Facebook last night, social media, and he thanked his quarterbacks who were in the training with him. He thanked the players on his team, his teammates. There was 3 different thanks to everybody. It was Gratitude Mondays. And I guess if you're thinking anything, you might think that Aaron Rodgers is done. He's going to retire. He said he will know shortly, but he put out these 3 posts with a bunch of pictures. So everybody was talking about it late last night and today. It was Gratitude Mondays. He's never done this before, but he's done that. He did that last night. Whether or not he retires, I don't know. Jimmy, what do you think? Is he done?
I don't know. Maybe it sounds like he's leaning more that way.
Yeah.
I mean, you've made some good points, and so is Joe about going out to Denver. That's a tough road to hoe.
Yeah.
Out in Denver, where right now he's in a pretty, kind of a not quite as talented division.
Oh,
let's say.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And overall in the conference itself, I mean, the NFC is,
Yep.
not quite as stacked as the AFC. So unless he wants to go to another NFC team, like maybe the Saints or somebody like that, but I don't know. Maybe he is.
They have
leaning
to trade
towards
him.
retirement. I wouldn't have thought so. I would have thought that he'd want to play at least 2 or 3 more years.
Yeah, they would have to retire him. He's under 1 more year contract with the Packers. So we'll see what happens, but he did put that out last night. And the other news in sports was Brian Fuller is getting a job with the Steelers. He's going to be the linebacker coach, and that was pretty big news over the weekend. I think everybody was shocked about that. And that is your trifecta. And out of that, we'll spin out of a trifecta and get into this day in history.
We have some pretty exciting things today, too. I think you're going to like. 392 years ago today, in 1630, the Indians introduced the Pilgrims to popcorn.
Ooh.
Wow. That's pretty interesting.
I
huh?
love popcorn.
How many years ago was that?
That was 392 years ago.
And I still can't make popcorn.
Yeah, shocker. 391 years ago today, in 1631, the Pilgrims introduced Cracker Jacks to the Indians.
Stop it.
How about that, huh?
Stop it. Was there a toy in the bottom of it as well, too?
That was a little joke
Yeah, a
on
little
great.
bow.
Yeah,
a little bow.
I get it.
I didn't know Cracker Jacks and popcorn were the same thing. Still don't. Still
Yeah,
argue.
he didn't realize that popcorn was the main ingredient in Cracker Jacks.
I don't know. I don't know.
You can't fight it. It's facts.
All right.
All right.
290 years ago today, in 1732, founding father and first president George Washington was born on this day in Westmoreland County, Virginia. 203 years ago today, in 1819, Spanish Minister Luis de Onís and U.S. Secretary of State John Quincy Adams signed the Florida Purchase Treaty, in which Spain agrees to cede the remainder of its old province of Florida to the United States. 143 years ago today, in 1879, Frank Winfield Woolworth opened a 5 and dime store in Utica, New York. Sadly, so many out there right now have no idea what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Woolworths, yeah.
Never.
Famous stores
Really?
for decades and decades.
I guess
years
they
ago.
didn't come down south.
63 years ago today, in 1959, in a photo finish, Lee Petty won the very first Daytona 500. That had just with the newly opened Daytona International Speedway. 42 years ago today, in 1980, the miracle of ice happened when the United States beat the Soviet Union in hockey, winning by a score of 4-3 in the 13th Winter Olympics in Lake Placid, New York.
Wow.
The U.S. went on to beat Finland in the final game, taking the gold medal. A lot of people don't remember that beating the Russians wasn't for gold.
People always say it. The same thing with the Mets. They always think when the Mets won that game, when it went through Bill Buckner's legs, that was Game 7. It was only Game 6.
39 years ago today, in 1983, Styx released their 11th album, A Kilroy Was Here, featuring Mr. Roboto and Don't Let It End. 33 years ago today, in 1989, at the 31st Grammy Awards, Tracy Chapman won Best New Artist. Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bobby McFerrin won Best Song and Best Record. By the way, metalheads were pretty flipped out that day because hard rock and heavy metal was for the first time ever introduced, right? Jethro Tull ended up winning that category. 25 years ago today, in 1997, scientists in Scotland announced that they had successfully cloned an adult mammal, producing a lamb named Dolly. 25 years ago today, in 1997, Jennifer Lopez married a Latino waiter named Ojana Noah. Am I saying that right, maybe? Who proposed to her in 1996 at a cast party for the movie Selena. Of course, they got divorced in 1998.
Oh, man, she goes for guys like I goes for Blazers.
Yeah. 8 years ago today, we'll round this out in 2014. Greek's buddy El Chapo was captured in Mexico.
I didn't know you guys were friends.
El Chapo!
You guys must have met like after, because I watched all of Mexico Narcos, and I never saw Greek make any cameos in there.
Well, I was in a cut.
I bumped into him in a strip club in L.A.
Did you?
Yeah. He came out to. I listen every day.
All right.
Long time first.
What's the name of that strip club? Cocaine's?
I don't know what it was called.
Babanya.
Babanya. Yeah, hello, Franny. I missed you so much yesterday. Between 10 and 2, I wrote your name 1,100 times.
Oh, boy.
And that is on this day in history.
Nice job, Jimmy. There it is, little this day in history. I think this next subject everybody has done once, I'm going to say, and it's be on a first date.
Well, yeah. A lot of people have been on the first date. They were talking about, I saw just a quick little something that some new research had shown what is some of the more unacceptable things to do on a first date.
I could think of a couple.
I think we should come up with our own list.
Yeah, I got a couple.
But on here, there's a new poll on the most unacceptable activities for a first date, and the one that rated the worst is meeting the other person's family or having them meet your family.
I did not see that list, and that was the first thing that I was thinking was
Really?
making our own was like bring your mom with them. That's
Interesting.
the first thing that came to my mind.
Here's one that I kind of thought was odd because we hear about some people going on social media to look for somebody, but taking them as a +1 to a wedding was also a big no.
Yes.
I saw recently somebody too that we used to work with, by the way, had posted a TikTok video, said that they were looking for a date on a, some like it wasn't Tinder, but something like that, right?
For a wedding?
To go as a +1 to a wedding.
Interesting. See, to me, I think that is more of because that the bride and groom are paying a good penny, right, for those plates, and so I don't know. I've seen a lot of people who don't have dates and they get upset, or they're not with significant other, boyfriend or girlfriend, don't get allowed to have a +1, and I've seen people get upset over that too.
I've seen that.
But I mean, I guess if the invite's open and they said that he can, then why not?
Yeah, I was just invited over the weekend to a big event and the end of March, and they called me and they were like, gee, we're just inviting you alone unless you bump into somebody before then. I wasn't offended. I was like, okay, cool, I get it. And the first thing I thought of was what you said.
Why would you be offended?
Yeah.
Well, like because
you're single, right?
Yeah, but some people are like, oh, they didn't even give me the option.
Yeah,
because
you're going. It's a big sit down thing, and it'll be all couples, and some people feel like I'm all by myself. Right. Who am I going to be with? But I didn't care. I was like, no, I get it. Things are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
If you meet somebody, then you pay for them. I said, okay, cool. What are some of the things on the list? Because I got a couple on our list that I did.
Another one was spending time at your place or their place.
On the first date?
Yeah.
Huh.
No, I mean, again, the whole time, right?
Okay.
That was the whole idea. And conducting the entire thing over a video call.
Oh, Jesus. Really?
That's a virtual date, yes.
Now, of course, I think there was a point in time where that was the way it was happening for at least 6 months to maybe a year. Slightly less bad ideas include physical activities like swimming or attending a gym class. I can't imagine that. Hey, first date, want to go to the gym?
I know that there are some kind of special people, and it's not just always guys, but I have heard, because I've worked in the bar industry for a very long time, and I hear a lot of conversations where I know that there's that special kind of person that will do either like a beach or gym or something because they want to see what they're working with without much clothes on.
Really? Really? Can't you just you could always tell.
You can't always tell. But first of all, I think that's such a DB move, by the way. It doesn't even matter. Obviously, you found them attractive enough to ask them on a date, and there was something there, but now you want to see them with a little less clothes on before you want to seal the deal or make sure you want to see them again.
I mean, you're just going out to dinner for an hour.
Who would do something like that?
Who would?
That's not me.
Another idea was going on a double date with another couple. That's not a great idea, and I can see why. And then, of course, I rounded up here with shopping. Probably not a great thing to do.
Okay.
On the flip side, the most acceptable options for a first date include grabbing coffee, going for a walk, going out to dinner, grabbing drinks at a bar. I think some of the pretty standard things that we've heard over the years. Going to a museum or art gallery. That's a nice little thing to do for a couple of hours or so. Or catching a movie, which a lot of people talk about. I always wondered about that one, catching a movie, because you don't get to talk and get to know one another. Dinner and a movie, I get. At least you have dinner time. But doing them together is one thing, but just to do a movie, I don't know, it just seems sort of weird.
I agree. Because you're not even talking to the person.
Yeah.
You just walk in with my popcorn, milk duds. Yeah. Okay. And a lemonade. Large. Ooh, baller.
So we come up with our own. All right. So do we want to do our own list of good things on the first date or bad things on the first date?
We can do both.
Okay, we can do both.
Yeah. I mean, I think something you shouldn't do is talk about your ex, no matter what it is. I think that's a bad thing to do.
I think that's a bad thing to do in any entire relationship.
Yeah. I mean, just because people always ask, like, what are you up to? What happened? Whatever. See, to me, I don't know. I would think making a girl pay. I don't know. I wouldn't be comfortable with that.
Well, yeah. And more so if you ask them on the date, too.
Yeah. That's right. If you ask them to go, I mean, whether you get it, I mean, for me, it doesn't matter either way. I'm not going to make a girl pay. I just don't do it. I'm old school. I'm stupid. I get it all. But I just wouldn't do it. I couldn't be like, it's $58 each.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it.
On a first date, too, I think you should put down your damn phone if you're on a first date.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You better.
Don't be on it the whole time. Definitely listen. Ask questions. Because I've been on those dates before where all the person does is talk about themselves and does not inquire anything about me. So that's a deal breaker.
Who could do something like that?
Right?
Kidding me? You're so interesting. I would just have like pages and pages of notes and questions. I would actually bring a microphone. I'm like, here you go. These are all the questions I want to know. I don't think that you should drink too much, either one, because I think that could be bad. That could be a turnoff. Like if you get sloppy drunk, that's bad. I think on both sides. And let us know too. Call us 877-927-6969. Email Jimmy at realradio921.com or text us Real Radio 47142. Don't be late. I think that's important.
Yeah.
Like if you have dinner and you say 8, don't show up at somebody's house at 8:30 or something like that. And if you're going to be late, pick up the phone, text them or call them and say I got caught in traffic. Take a snapshot to like send it to them. Hey, I'm in traffic. There's just common sense things. I think the drinking thing's big because I just had one of my friends go through that and he did very bad.
What about a sporting event? Is that a good thing for a first date?
If you know that they're into it, I guess, yeah.
It's long. It would have to be that, right? It would have to be as long as you know that they're a football fan, it would make sense, right? But otherwise, if you don't really know that about the person, that sort of be...
It's a long
that
day.
Could be something
It is a long date.
I mean, you're talking 5 hours at least.
Dinner and a movie is going to be 3.
Mm-hmm. You don't see that often, though.
Yeah.
The whole dinner and a movie. That was very popular, but I guess nobody really goes to movies in general anymore.
Also, sporting events nice, but I mean, if it depends because that could be very expensive.
Yeah, well, very expensive, one. And two, if the other person isn't interested in the game at all,
you're screwed.
That can be very... that could be a pretty boring time.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things like that, like you got to ask. I always think a quick dinner's fine or a coffee. And again, I'm in the dating scene, so that's what I run with. If they don't want to have dinner, then I say, okay, well, we'll meet for a coffee. I give them the option that. But I think it's amazing today, like when you first meet somebody, all they want to do is text, and you're really not getting to know the person if you're just texting them. You know what I mean? Like you're just going back and forth to text.
That's the way younger people communicate now.
Yeah.
I'm
even older.
Too.
I'm convinced of it.
Yeah, even older. I mean, I found that too. And it's like when you first meet somebody, you're not really getting to talk to them, and then you don't really know them.
I'm doing a real estate transaction right now with a lady who she is the listing agent, and she is older than me, and I know this because I've seen her photograph on the MLS, and very nice. But even on the broker instructions and directions that she has, it all says to handle business via text. And it's very interesting because, I mean, this is big business. It's big money that's being, with this transaction. Yeah. And she just responds via text message. That's it. And I'm even doing business with something like that.
Yeah, just, some people are like that. But see, I think when you're first getting to know somebody, if you don't go out with them, you're talking to them on the phone, which has happened a few times to me. It's good to talk to the person.
Yeah,
hear their voice.
Somebody text at a text line, by the way, is open all the time. 47142 is the number. You got to start off with Real Radio. It says don't bring a gift on the first date. Unless your name is Greek, then maybe you can do that. I don't know. But you're not a gift giver on the first date.
No, I've never bought a gift on the first date, ever.
I think the whole talking about marriage and kids, you should probably leave that for a little later on. Don't scare people.
I think the most I ever did, but I knew the girl. It was her birthday. We ended up going out, and she didn't tell me. She told me about 20 minutes before. So I was in the city, and I just picked up flowers. I stand. I go, hey, it's your birthday.
Like flowers.
Yeah.
I bought her a bunch of tulips.
Speaking of birthday, quickly, happy birthday, Barbara, and says text. So today is 2/22/22, and it's her birthday.
Happy birthday, Barbara.
Happy birthday,
Are you superstitious about playing the lotto scratch-offs on this unique day? And yeah, that's thanks from Barbara. It's actually my dad's birthday too today. 2/22 is his birthday too, Barbara.
So here's a Pisces.
Birthday in heaven, yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations, Barbara. Enjoy your birthday. God bless, and hope you live another 100 years. I think the common things, the drinking. Like Saturday night, I was out with this girl, and she couldn't believe that I didn't do drugs or drink. and she could send them down. And she's like, you telling me you got to do drugs. I'm like, no, I
Like she
don't.
wanted you to do them?
Yeah. She was. She's like, you don't know what you're missing. I go, no, I'm good.
You don't know what you're missing. They're awesome.
yeah. She was like really promoting drugs in any shape or form.
Funny.
Yeah, and nice girl, beautiful jewelry. But she was really promoting drugs and drinking. I was like, no, I'm good. I got to do that. I'm good. I don't think that's something you should bring up on a first date.
No, yeah, like you should do drugs.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Don't be doing drugs on your first date. Talking about an ex, I don't know. I would have a hard time splitting the check. I just would with somebody. But that's me. That doesn't mean that that's not cool. And like Franny said, if you ask them out, it's a little different. Then if you what I'm saying, you say like, okay, it's this. And then you're breaking down checks, stuff like that.
Mind your manners, by the way. If you go out to dinner, definitely eat with your and talk and wait till you're done chewing to start talking. Eat with your mouth closed. I think even when it comes to what you're wearing, present yourself and don't come looking like a slob.
Hoochie mama.
Or a hoochie mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few things right out of the gate. Because right away you can lose people. And then there's some people go on a first date, they're like, I don't think I'm going to go back out with the person, and they go back out with them. So it's just everybody. But you want to, if you're going out, you definitely want to meet the person, and obviously hopefully it grows into something. So I wouldn't really.
You definitely want to meet him.
Yeah, I definitely.
We're going to go out.
Yeah, we're going to meet somebody.
That's how that works.
Yeah,
You're going to meet him.
Yeah.
Apparently Roger's okay with the drugs.
You gonna share that crack you're doing?
Apparently he's all right with it. I don't know.
I was amazed that she was promoting it so much throughout the course of the night. And I was just like, no, I don't do that. I said, it's fine, you do. She was all right. Well, periodically I'm going to shoot into the ladies' room and I'll be back. I said, okay, cool.
Definitely know what you're doing.
This was great.
You gotta lay off the weed.
I have a feeling it was something else she was doing.
Oh, yeah.
You don't go to the ladies' room to smoke weed.
No, she was doing a couple of things.
Yeah.
And she was drinking some tequila. Nice girl. Very nice. Very well put together.
I wonder if that tile was bumpy.
She said it when she came out, Jimmy. Just as bumpy around
They're
here.
like, why do you have so much energy? You just went to the bathroom.
She's bopping around. She's gone. You like to dance? Let's go.
Let's go wash cars.
We're going to speak. Let's go wash cars. It was funny with her. We were at the SLS hotel, which is a beautiful hotel, and they got a lounge. And everywhere we went, we would sit down and said reserve. And I was the only one in the group who would say, there's a sign that says reserve. And they would all sit down. And like 10 minutes later, somebody would come over and go, you got to leave.
Yeah, it says reserved.
And then we went to another section.
That said reserved?
Yeah, and they again, it's the third time I go, no, we can't keep sitting down. We just keep getting kicked out. It's embarrassing. You almost look like, you're just like trying to maneuver in. And
That's what
everything.
they were trying to do. They were trying to maneuver. Yeah. They were hoping.
They were doing exactly what you thought
Exactly.
they
They were hoping that nobody was going to say anything to them and they would get to sit down in that area.
Yeah, I didn't
maneuver.
I didn't like it. I was embarrassed. I'm like, I don't want to get kicked out. I look like a school buddy. You get kicked out of a reserve place. Go do more drugs and then come back to me. Great ass, though. She did a great ass.
Yeah.
She did.
Is this what she said?
You ready to have sex?
I don't know. Might have went that way. I got to be honest. I was a little intimidated. I got to be honest with you. I was a little like... Ugh.
And then Greek said, you talking to me?
When she told me she ran marathons, I was like, all right, I'm out. I said, I don't know if I can run down the stairs, to be honest with you. It is the Penthouse the day after President's Day, so it's a Tuesday, so you got a little kick in your pants today because you already missed Monday. And it's the Honda Classic this week. Don't forget that. I don't know how you can if you live in Palm Beach County. And don't forget that we are giving away Bear Trap tickets at 11:45, which is going to be amazing for you guys to go to Honda and the Bear Trap. It's Jimmy, it's Francis, it's the other guy. We're going to come back with some Florida stories, and hopefully you're not in them. Peace.
Proving that some of us have a face for radio. Go to realradio921/watch so you can watch us make radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to start us off on this Tuesday. Temperatures are near 70 degrees as we head out the door. It's a nice start, warming to around 80 later today. A little breezier out there for us as well. We have an east wind around 10 to 15 miles an hour. Might see one or two isolated showers later on into the afternoon today.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Hiring is hard. Luckily, there's Indeed. The hiring platform makes it easy to attract, screen, and interview candidates from the same place. Just sponsor a job. You'll immediately get a short list of quality candidates on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit to get started.
When it comes to cybersecurity, the biggest threats don't always strike the biggest targets. Almost half of all cyber attacks target small businesses. So help protect yours with Comcast Business Security Edge. It's advanced security that continuously scans for threats and helps protect every connected device. On the largest, fastest, reliable network with speeds up to 10 gigs to the most small businesses. So switch today and get cutting-edge speed with advanced security and be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security. Together for just $60 a month for 24 months. Plus, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to find out more. Limited time offer, restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Prepaid card offer ends 3/21/22.
Equus Television is on. Experience equestrian events and social happenings in Wellington, the Palm Beaches, and around the world when you tune into the Equus Television Network. Stay on top of everything that's happening in the show horse world, including dressage, eventing, Grand Prix, plus features on polo, thoroughbred, breeding, and equestrian lifestyle happenings from the Palm Beaches and around the world. Join Equus Television throughout the season for up-to-the-minute news on all the action from the world's top equestrian destinations. Equus Television is free, and it's available now on your smart TV platform like Amazon Fire, Roku, Samsung, LG, Apple TV, and streaming live at equustelevision.net. Tune in to Equus to find out how you can attend the top equestrian events in the USA.
The Kentucky Derby, the Breeders' Cup, and Championship Polo.
Join the millions on the Equus Television Network, available now for free on your favorite smart TV platform and streaming live at equustelevision.net.
What's done more to improve overall health and wellness, modern medicine or personal hygiene? Actually, it's both. But considering that bathing went mainstream in the 1800s and brushing your teeth in the 1900s, isn't it time for something new, like cleaning your nose? After all, your nose is the body's air filter for trapping dirt and germs, the first line of defense against allergens, bacteria, and viruses from getting into your lungs. But how do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage isn't medicine, it's more like plumbing. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the very back of the nose where germs can get trapped and multiply, and then out the other nostril, flushing out mucus and microbes so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. Join over 2 million others and find out for yourself how refreshing and easy to use Navage is. At Navage.com, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
I love when my friends stop by, but to help keep my friends and my family safe, I always spray Lysol in my home before guests arrive and again after they leave. Nothing kills more viruses on more surfaces than Lysol disinfectant spray. Lysol, what it takes to protect. Use as directed.
There's a lot of attorney advertisements out there, but this is the only one you need to remember. It's zipclaims.com. If you hire another lawyer, be prepared to pay 30 to 40% plus costs. That's expensive and money that ought to be in your pocket. You can settle for free at zipclaims.com and get paid zippity quick in 90 days. Download our app today. Not all cases will qualify. Restrictions apply. Get paid zippity quick. It's zipclaims.com.
If you've ever ordered food for work, you understand. It's different. There's just so much more at stake. Whether it's a meeting, a client call, or lunch with the office that has to arrive at the actual lunchtime, food for work has to work. That's why there's Easy Cater. Food that's on time and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants. And if there's a problem, rare, you can reach someone in seconds. Thank you for calling Easy Cater. Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
95 northbound just south of Okeechobee Boulevard. This is near Belvedere Road. You have a crash, but no lanes are blocked there. Also one on the northbound entrance ramp 95 from Blue Heron Boulevard. Look out for possible delay there. And sheets of plywood in the road. Southbound entrance ramp 95 from Donald Ross Road. I'm Joel Malkin.
Are you a safe driver? Are you looking to save money? With DriveWise from Allstate, the safer you drive,
So watch out.
Really not as much. I mean, it's just like an extra hour.
But it's a lot.
Just an extra hour.
It is a lot. And there are some Florida stories coming at you.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, this isn't very nice, and I know you saw this, Jimmy. It looks like a thief stole something from a 4th grader.
Oh.
Right?
What a DB.
What a DB is right. Melissa Tharp's family, who lives in St. Carlos Park, well, her 4th grader, little Gabriel, is the reigning champion of his school science fair. So the Tharp said Gabriel got creative this year, hoping to repeat his science fair title by turning a globe into a solar oven and then trying to bake cupcakes in the sun.
Ooh, nice.
How cool is that?
Mm-hmm.
Said it was a lot of effort. We've been working on it off and on for a couple weeks now. There was a lot of materials involved in putting it together, which it does sound like it. So they were testing the newest creation ahead of the science fair, which is today. And they set up their oven and cupcake at the end of the driveway around 1:20. Well, Melissa said she went inside to grab her phone, and when she came back, the oven and the pastry was gone. Yeah, she was like, I was a little surprised. I didn't think it looked like something worth picking up, but I guess so. She checked her home security camera, which showed a woman getting out of a car, pulling up to the driveway, grabbing the solar oven and the contents inside, and then taking off. What a jerk. Well, okay, and all, because sometimes when you see something at the end of the driveway, you think they're throwing it out.
That's true. Well, I guess at the end of the driveway depends on
what day,
how you're, how it's situated. Like, because when I put it out, anything that I want for garbage, I put on the other side of the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's pretty obvious that's getting thrown away.
Yeah.
But if it is at the end of the driveway, I mean, I've heard people come up and say, "Is that for sale?" or something like that. So I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's unfortunate. This little kid, by the way, I mean, can you imagine being 4th grade? How old are you? Like 8, 9 years old at that time?
Yeah.
And you have a science fair project, and now it's all gone.
That sucks.
Yeah. So
that sucks on any.
And that's what I said. Like, I'm hoping it was just an accident. If they, hopefully they'll see this my son's science fair project and will return it. But they said her and her kids drove around St. Carlos Park searching for the thief, but they could not find the car in question. They've replaced the supplies and are attempting to recreate the solar oven in time for Tuesday's science fair. So that's happening on Sunday. So they only have a couple days to gotten that done.
I have them talking about it.
Yeah, let's listen.
He was hoping this would be a good project to get him another place holding in the science fair. We needed direct sunlight, so we did move it a little too close to the road. I was a little astonished that it was gone. We drove around a little bit. I was hoping that maybe I could find who took it.
It would have been a guaranteed first person.
I don't know.
So good.
It was pretty cool. Please return it and join us for a cupcake party.
Yes.
Yeah, kid was confident.
I love the confidence.
Would have been first.
I definitely would have.
Damn it.
I definitely would have won that.
No, that sucks.
And then we're gonna go to a very morbid story. And man, I mentioned this before the show started, Greek, and I was like, wow, this is anger. What did he do? And I know what he did.
Yeah, I grabbed my chest.
A Palm Springs woman, 61 years old, and she's hanging out right now in prison in Palm Beach County.
Ooh, all right.
Yes.
Is she available?
You don't want to meet this girl.
You do not want to meet this girl.
No, you don't want this girl.
So they always say when killing, right, like stabbing somebody is more of a passionate crime than shooting because you're
the anger.
Talk about, whoa. So Joan Burke was arrested on Sunday with charges of first-degree murder. So I guess her husband, Melvin Weller, her now deceased husband,
oh boy,
filed for divorce in late December.
All right.
Well, she was holding on to that because she stabbed him 140 times. 140 times. They said, and also hit him in the head with a meat cleaver to make sure he was dead. pretty sure.
140 times she wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's
pretty sure.
That's passion.
Yeah, she was not happy about the divorce.
No. Oh my goodness.
Well, I guess she's not divorced technically.
Yeah. Well, now she's going to be spending her life in jail too, and it's just so crazy the situation that happens with it. And so this is the sad part, right? So Melvin Weller's son called 911 after he arrived to discover Weller there in the house dead, unfortunately, on the kitchen floor. The autopsy revealed the 140 times he was stabbed, also a skull fracture caused by a blow from a meat cleaver to his head. They said in the bedroom they did discover her sitting in complete silence. And they said she had multiple cuts on her hands. Attorney was handling divorce proceedings. And she was like, I'm out of words as to exactly how I'm feeling. This did not need to happen. This could have been dealt with through the courts. Obviously, she believes that there's millions of dollars in real estate that would have been divided in the divorce and could have been a contributing factor to this as well, too. Yeah. So there was money, a lot of money. Sure. She's saying millions of dollars that was involved in this situation.
Now nobody gets it.
No.
Just the kids.
No. Yeah. So crazy situation. Man. And then we'll go from the deceased and morbid to the wacky. We have an attorney. And her name is Kelly Elkin. And she, by the way, did not act very professionally at a bar in St. Pete. Looked like she was, she entered a place called the Beach Lounge in St. Pete Beach around 2:15 in the morning. Very intoxicated.
What else is there?
So intoxicated that the manager's like, we're not serving you. You're too drunk right now. Well, they said when the manager said that she couldn't have a drink, she walked into the restroom, and then she came back out completely naked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
yeah? You're going to serve me?
All right.
I'm going to go in the bathroom and take off my clothes.
Why don't you just do it in public?
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
They said she also refused the request to get dressed. The manager was like, yeah, put on clothes. She's like, nope, you got to put on clothes. Nope. They said upon arriving to the bar, Pinellas County Sheriff noted that Elkin was still naked and had to be repeatedly told to get dressed, but the attorney would only put on a hoodie, which she did not zip up.
I'm still showing you something.
She said, this is the best part, Jimmy. She said she was too tired to put on her pants.
Well, apparently she wasn't too tired to take them off.
Yeah, I'm too tired to put them on.
Been there.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, I guess this was in front of several bar patrons, by the way. So she's been charged with disorderly conduct and booked into the county jail.
Was she there for happy hour?
No, it was like 2-something in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say. It's interesting, some of these stories. People.
Do you, if you read this, do you still hire her as an attorney, real estate attorney?
Probably not.
She's also a real estate broker, too.
I will.
She's an attorney and she's also a real estate broker.
But she's 2 for 1.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's pretty amazing.
Maybe get a peek. Is she worth looking at, or? No? Okay. All right.
But hey, to each his own.
To each his own.
To each his own. Just not my cup of tea.
Judge-free zone?
Not my cup of tea. Could be somebody else's.
Judge-free zone.
And that is your What the Florida.
You got to think, though, that's not a great calling card for people if they're going to hire you. It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Honda Classic all week. We're giving away Bear Trap tickets. We're going to come back. Jimmy's going to tell us about someone who changed professions. Pretty interesting. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back. Peace.
Got something to say? We'll listen.
Hello.
Call now. 877-927-6969.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to start us off on this Tuesday. Temperatures are near 70 degrees as we head out the door. It's a nice start, warming to around 80 later today. A little breezier out there for us as well. We have an east wind around 10 to 15 miles an hour. Might see 1 or 2 isolated showers later on into the afternoon today.
This report is sponsored by the new Our American Stories podcast.
Check out the new Our American Stories podcast, the show where the American people are the star, telling inspiring stories of history, sports, business, faith, and love, and your stories too. Subscribe on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
Equus Television is on. Experience equestrian events and social happenings in Wellington, the Palm Beaches, and around the world when you tune in to the Equus Television Network. Stay on top of everything that's happening in the show horse world, including dressage, eventing, Grand Prix, plus features on polo, thoroughbred, breeding, and equestrian lifestyle happenings from the Palm Beaches and around the world. Join Equus Television throughout the season for up-to-the-minute news on all the action from the world's top equestrian destinations. Equus Television is free, and it's available now on your smart TV platform like Amazon Fire, Roku, Samsung, LG, Apple TV, and streaming live at equustelevision.net. Tune in to Equus to find out how you can attend the top equestrian events in the USA. The Kentucky Derby, the Breeders' Cup, and Championship Polo. Join the millions on the Equus Television Network, available now for free on your favorite smart TV platform and streaming live at equustelevision.net.
The Ridiculous Crime Podcast proves that true crime isn't always about mayhem and murder. Sometimes it's just silly. Take a deep dive into the absurd side of criminality with tales of stupid capers and idiotic cons that are 99% murder-free and 100% ridiculous.
16-year-old Max Wade decides to steal the yellow and black Lamborghini Gallardo Spider. The owner? You know him as Guy Fieri.
Listen to Ridiculous Crime on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Thinking about what your child's future holds? Get with the plan that gives them the most choices. 70% of parents believe that college provides their child the best foundation for future success, and a Florida 529 prepaid plan ensures they have options. It can be used at universities, colleges, trade or technical schools, public or private, in-state or out. Plus, it works great alongside scholarships. It's like prepaying their path to success. Enroll for free and earn up to $500 in college savings. Open enrollment is now.
The 2022 Honda Classic is back. Coming February 24th through the 27th, the Honda Classic is the premier sporting and social event of the season. The world's best golfers swing into action on PGA Nationals Champion Course, featuring one of the most exciting and intimidating 3 holes on the PGA Tour, known as the Bear Trap. Don't miss the week of fun. There's something for everyone, from public activations, evening concerts, fireworks, spectaculars presented by Tire Kingdom, and so much more. For tickets, visit thehondaclassic.com. That's thehondaclassic.com.
If you're involved in a legal dispute, call me, Glenn Levine, a board-certified civil trial lawyer at the law offices of Anajar Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. And take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
Hey, it's Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka, and the Honda Classic is back, and we will be live Wednesday and Thursday at the Penthouse at the Tito's Handmade Vodka Stillhouse. It's a great place. Stop in and join us. Watch us do the show live from 9 to 1. It's the Honda Classic, and it's back. And it's back with Tito's Handmade Vodka. Whether it's the first hole or the 15th hole, you're always going to want to enjoy it with a Tito's Handmade Vodka. Check out your favorite golfers and the Penthouse live 9 to 1 Wednesday and Thursday with Tito's Handmade Vodka at the Steelhouse Lounge. Peace!
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
95 northbound just south of Okeechobee Boulevard. This is near Belvedere Road. You have a crash, but no lanes are blocked there. Also, one on the northbound entrance ramp 95 from Blue Heron Boulevard. Look out for a possible delay there. And sheets of plywood in the road, southbound entrance ramp 95 from Donald Ross Road. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Are you a safe driver? Are you looking to save money? With DriveWise from Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you can save. At Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
1 minute you might be blasting AC/DC, and the next you're belting out vintage Madonna. Your music tastes varies, and we got you covered with your very own station, My Favorites Radio. The more you listen and thumb up the songs you like,
Hello, happy Tuesday.
It's on the Classic Week, and we will be there the next 2 days live at the Tito Stillhouse Lounge. So if you want to stop by and see us, love to see you. And at 11:45, we're going to be giving you away Honda Classic Bear Trap tickets. Don't forget about that. And also, we're on TV, and it's sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach. And now Jimmy has a story about a person who changed careers, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like somebody's running for Congress and is not afraid of her past. Alexandria Hunt isn't shying away from her former career as a stripper in her run for Congress in Philadelphia. She's actually bringing it, making it a part of her campaign. The 28-year-old running for Congress in the city's 3rd district took a vow of transparency about her dancing days, making honesty the foundation of her campaign platform. Quote, as I prepared to enter the political world as a candidate, I made promises that I would not let anyone or leave anyone behind, that for that matter, and that I would be honest about my experiences, including my time working as a stripper during college, said the University of Richmond graduate. She continued on to say, I worked as a stripper during college to pay bills, but I feared the stigma of this work so much that I kept it kept it as a secret. Hunt even has a line of merchandise paying homage to her dancing days. So she actually is letting go of that secret and bringing it out to the forefront. I may have danced for money, but I'm no corporate... I can't say that word, sorry. I had to edit myself there.
I'm glad you... I would have said it.
Wow, that was close. But
can you say ho?
Yeah, well, my copy has something else.
Ooh,
but yeah, corporate hoe. She's not a corporate hoe. Yeah, we can say that.
All right.
She also has a sweatshirt that says "Elect Hoes." Some of the merchandise that she's selling. She's passionate about decriminalizing sex work and abolishing loitering laws, which has something to do with the sex work. But there you go. She's putting it out there. Tell you what, she's going to run for Congress. She's an ex-stripper. Doesn't mind saying it, and apparently she's all for decriminalizing sex work. So hey, got my vote.
There you go. What about you, Jimmy? Do you have your vote?
We're moving to Philly.
Go to get a cheesesteak.
She's a looker too.
Yeah,
RealRadio921.com. You can check out the story. She even has a little video of her talking as well too, and I posted that on the Penthouse blog.
I would bet she doesn't win. That's just
in Philadelphia. I bet she does.
Yeah,
I'll put my money. Well, I don't know if this is a primary or if this is a general. So if she's running a general against another Republican, she'll win. I think.
Maybe we'll see.
If it's a primary and there's enough Democrats that still want to kind of keep things a little bit more conservative and not have that put out there, then she might not win a primary. But against a Republican, I bet she'd win in Philly.
It depends on many people make a big deal about it. I mean, I understand one point where she's like, hey, I'm not going to shy away from it. It's going to come out anyway. I'm sure she thought that. But if you want to take yourself serious, I don't know if you're selling sweatshirts that says, vote for Ho.
Well, yeah, no.
Elect hoes.
It says elect hoes. It says I may have danced for money, but I'm no corporate WHO, you know what? And then she has another one that says elect hoes on it. And I want one of those elect hoes.
Yeah.
I want it. I mean, I don't live in Philadelphia, but I'll wear that.
All of Washington is
oh, boy.
prostitutes because they do stuff for money.
Yeah.
That is true.
But, I mean, Smart Cookie, she graduated from University of Richmond, moved to Philly.
The Spiders.
She got her master's degree at Drexel and Temple. She's got a lot of money in student loans. That's probably what she's doing. I mean, hey, political office, you don't really get much money. But yeah, she's...
I don't know, $193 a year isn't too bad. I'll take it.
As a senator?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's not terrible.
Congressperson.
I don't think she wins.
Can pay.
Yeah, I just don't think she wins. I just think there'll be too much heat on her. But you never know. I mean, anything can happen. And again, it's going to depend on how she speaks when she's out in public, how she conducts herself. Because every question is going to be about her dancing. You know that. The whole thing will be like, you're a dancer. What do you know about politics? What can you help us, change the country? I mean, change Philadelphia.
I'm sure Philadelphia is a very progressive city. I wouldn't see this being anything more than people embracing it, especially since she's good looking. I hate to say it because that does matter.
Yeah, you're right. I just don't.
She may turn off some people. Like I've seen some pictures of her going out and obviously campaigning for herself, where she has this makeshift stripper pole that they put out, like it looks like in a Parker Field, and she has a dancer with her, and they're holding up signs and stuff, saying sex work is work, tip them, all this kind of stuff. I do believe that there are going to be a lot of people who do buy into it,
Yeah.
but you may have a lot of people who go like, "How dare she?"
Of course.
Super
Yeah,
offended.
but
I don't know
you'll get some.
Philadelphia. I don't know, so I don't know what they're like over there. But
Well, we know they still won't fix that bell. I mean, for crying out loud, you think by now it's
Yeah,
only been
right.
like 250 years we can get a
It's been
welder.
long time. You're right.
A lot of good cheesesteaks. A lot of OC out there, too, in Philadelphia. But we'll see. I mean, again, maybe she wins. I want to look up when the election is because we can follow this up and see how she does.
Yeah, I'd be curious.
Yeah, I would be
I
curious.
have to look into this a little bit more and see.
Yeah, because if she does win, then hats off to her. You know what? And that might be a method going forward. If you get in politics and you have any kind of a secret, you might want to throw it out. It's called diffusing a balloon.
Well, yeah, she got in front of it.
Yeah, she
You know,
definitely
if
did.
she really wanted to do this, which apparently she does,
Yeah, she does.
then she knows that that's part of her past, so she's putting it out there up front so that, hey, you can't come at me with it. And I don't know, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, maybe it doesn't, maybe she flounders. I don't know.
Well, she went to good schools. I mean, she went to Richmond. She went to Drexel.
Yeah,
Drexel?
I'm just trying to figure out when the election is. I don't know, because I'm curious to see, because so I saw this as well too, this article, but then I also saw back in October that talking about this. So this has been something that's been in the works now for a number of months with her. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
but for
Just
some
hit
reason
my news feed today.
Well, me too. And now that I'm looking, there's a lot of things within the past 24 hours that have popped up. So maybe she just recently did an interview or something like that, where now it's been everywhere. But yeah, I'm curious to see. Yeah.
877-927-6969. With this girl, get your vote. That is the question. Let us know. You can also email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Jimmy says she is a looker. I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, she's not bad. She's not hard on the eyes. I think you'd even like her.
I would give it a thumb.
She got enough looks for Greek, I think.
And also you can text Franny, Real Radio, 47142. Again, it shouldn't be held against you if you've danced in the past or done anything, but most people do judge, obviously, in any shape or form. So we'll see what happens. But I'm curious to see if she wins. I really am. And if she wins, man, it'll be big news. Woo! She'll probably have National Stripper Day.
Oh yeah, we're going that far?
Yeah, you never know.
I'm surprised it's not already a day.
It might be.
Sure it is.
It might be. We haven't heard about it.
Yeah.
We haven't mentioned it on the show, but it could be a National Stripper Day. But yeah, give her credit for coming out and saying it. That's stones to me. But maybe she's just like, hey, you guys are going to find out anyway. And if she was in college, how old is she now? Does it say?
28.
She's 28 years old.
10 years? I wonder if it would have came out. Because a lot of girls...
Of course it would.
I was going to say...
10 years.
I know, but I was going to say, a lot of girls, when they dance, wear wigs. You know, they just do...
Yeah, but you still... It doesn't matter if you wear a wig or not. They still know what this person's name was. They can find out where she was employed.
No, if she was on the books. I'm sure she was. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. I definitely would like...
I don't really see many strippers wear wigs.
I have.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I've heard of it, seen them a couple times.
Yeah, I mean,
Can
I know
they completely hide their identity though, so that they wouldn't be able to? I mean, I obviously they use stage names.
Sure.
I mean, not that, but I mean, at some point in time, I mean, there are, where they're paid, and there is a social security number. I'm sure there's somewhere a way to trace who it is. So
if somebody's looking for something,
I think this would have been found out. And of course, in
I'm with
today's gotcha world of politics, I mean, there's no doubt that this would have come out.
Yeah, it would have been worse for her if it came out down the road. Obviously. Yeah, she did.
Or maybe not. I don't know. I mean, it just seems that we're embracing this type of lifestyle and some of these things more and more. It just seems that way to me.
Well, I think the country or most people are a little bit more open about things.
Yeah, exactly.
Where years
That's my
ago,
point.
it would have been a little bit taboo. It could be tattoos, could be anything. We're a little bit more liberal now.
Even 5 years ago, I mean, for a stripper to run for office, I mean, it would be considered a joke. I think. I don't think it is now.
Hey,
especially in a big city.
Yeah, if she could do a good job, and you know what, she can handle it. Power to her if she gets voted. I think you get a lot of women's groups that would rally against her and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't know. But I am curious. It's definitely a bet that I wouldn't mind making. I would say lose just in my mind, but you never know. She could surprise all of us, and that's the first thing she's going to say. Jimmy, we're going to fix the bell. That's the first thing we're doing for
Oh, wow. I tell you what, if that's the case.
Then you got my vote. Cheesesteaks for everybody. That's what she's going to say. You guys want a cheesesteak? We're giving them out in Philadelphia. 877-927-6969. Let us know. What is bad on a first date that you think is taboo, or what's good? And then also, this lady is running for Senate. Would it bother you? Would she get your vote if you knew she was an ex-stripper?
What about a strip club? Is that a good first date?
I say no.
Depends on the girl. Depends on the girl.
Yeah.
Maybe she was like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. I think if a girl has a couple in her, maybe she might want to stop there. But I don't think a first date.
Nope, not a first date.
Yeah, like pull up and be like, hey, what's up? What's Monroe's? It's a strip club. Come on in. We'll have a good time. You will have a good time, but that takes it to a whole, it will take it to a whole new level.
We have somebody who took their wife, the first date was at the dog track.
That's cool.
Taught her how to read the book and bet on the dogs, and a couple years later proposed in the same place.
Oh,
they said,
Palm Beach Kennel Club.
But right before I got to kiss her, some lady yelled, "Oh my God, did you just propose?" So I don't know if she did that before or after. It was like, why are you ruining things, lady?
Yeah, we don't know what you're going to say.
But
They're off.
Dog track was the first date.
That's cute.
There you go.
It is the Penthouse. It is a Tuesday. We'll come back with a trifecta and a lot more. Peace.
Because you shouldn't have to get up off the couch. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies for us on this Tuesday. 1 or 2 tiny isolated showers could move on shore at times during your afternoon, but most of us stay dry and clear through the day. Warm for us as well. Highs near 80 degrees, but low humidity, so overall it's comfortable. A little breezy as well with an east wind around 15 miles per hour.
This report is sponsored by Blindster. Looking for a great deal on blind shades and shutters? Save 50% off any order during Blindster.com's President's Day sale. Blindster offers custom wood and faux wood blinds, roller shades, cellular shades, even custom plantation shutters, and they're all 50% off for a limited time. Blindster.com.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and by appointment only in Dadeland. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Carges, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
I like fresh eggs as much as the next guy, but maybe free-range chickens in the office wasn't a great idea.
We should just use Easy Cater. Breakfast, lunch, treats, on time, and as ordered.
And I bet they never preened their feathers in the conference room without reserving it first! There's a clipboard outside the door. You put your name.
It's not that hard, guys.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Food for work, on time, and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Drive your career to the next level. Palm Tran public transportation bus operators make an average of $65,000 a year with overtime. Do you have a CDL, a commitment to safety, and great customer service skills? Palm Tran is hiring bus operators today. Enjoy a generous pension, college tuition reimbursement, free bus rides for immediate family members, and more benefits. Go to palmtran.org to apply. Again, that's palmtran.org.
If you can push it, pull it, drag it, or tow it, we'll take it and pay you $5,000 for your trade, guaranteed. At Toyota Kia Vero Beach, don't be fooled by other dealers up to trade-in amounts. Only Toyota Kia Vero Beach guarantees you $5,000 minimum for your trade. Plus, if your trade's worth more, we'll pay you more, $5,000 more. And if you owe more than your vehicle is worth, your clunker is all you need. No matter where you live, Stewart, Melbourne, Sebastian, Fellsmere, Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, even West Palm. Only Toyota Kia Vero Beach pays you more for your trade. If you can push it, pull it, drag it, or tow it, we'll take it and pay you $5,000 for your trade, guaranteed. At Toyota Kia Vero Beach, south of Oslo Road on US 1. Online at VeroBeachPaysMore.com. That's VeroBeachPaysMore.com. $5,000 minimum towards new purchase. Only vehicle condition, mileage, history, repairs, and other factors may affect value. See dealer for details.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Trading in or selling your car, truck, or SUV? WeBuyAnyCar.com takes the hassle out of selling in just 3 easy steps. 1. Get your free online valuation. 2. Drive to your local car buying center. And 3. Walk out with your check in as little as 30 minutes. So don't wait. Get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Check out the new Our American Stories podcast, the show where the American people are the star, telling inspiring stories of history, sports, business, faith, and love, and your stories too. Subscribe on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
Hey, this is John Hope Bryant, entrepreneur and fellow builder, just like you. Thanks to the help of iHeartRadio and Prudential Financial, I like to present to you my brand new podcast, Building the Good Life, where each week a special friend and I will break down and unveil the mysteries of how you build. So if you're ready to build like you've never thought you could before, the best version of you, make sure to listen every Friday on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcast.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
One crash that could be affecting your ride in the Palm Beaches on 95. It's on the northbound entrance ramp from Blue Heron Boulevard. FHP reports it's off to the shoulder, but that could still slow you down just a bit. Elsewhere, not seeing any big...
Right now, starting to get into gear a little after a sketchy night for the G-Man. But I started off in a tow truck, which is always something different. I'm starting to get back to normal. Jimmy's in the house.
Good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey there.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creepy Trifecta.
There was an NBA All-Star game on Sunday night, and we got to talk about it because it was an unbelievable game. 163 to 160. LeBron's team won. LeBron also, there was a lot going on. It was the 75th year celebration. So the top 75 players got introduced, ones that were still around. A lot of them are, but some did pass away. And LeBron also said, hey, he's not closing the door on Cleveland. Steph Curry won the MVP. He scored 50 points. Oh, my God. For an All-Star game, that's unheard of. Any game is unheard of. If you looked up how many people have scored 50 points in the NBA over 75 years, the number's not a lot. But Steph Curry put in 50 points. He was unstoppable. And Team LeBron won 163 to 160. Unbelievable. If you had the under in that game, guess what? You lose. Aaron Rodgers last night sent out a bunch of things on social media. It was called Grateful Mondays. And he thanked his teammates. He thanks his quarterbacks. He was in meetings, people that he was friends with, sent some pictures. And he just said, I want to be grateful and thankful. I think that's great. We should all be thankful for people in our lives who help us. There's a lot of people in my life who help me on a regular basis. And that's so nice. You should give gratitude for them. But I think in a way, looks like maybe Aaron Rodgers is gone. He is under contract next year. So if he wants to be traded, if he wants to go anyplace else and play, he's going to have to be traded by the Packers. Whether or not the Packers will do that, I don't know. But it does look like he is going to be gone. That's just my opinion, based on all these social media posts. Or it could mean nothing. It could just mean like, he just threw that. It really doesn't mean anything. You know what? And sorry, it doesn't mean anything. And then last, there is a coach who was out of work, and now he's got a job. Brian Flores, you remember him, right? Coached the Dolphins 3 years, had a decent record. 2 years over 500, and then he got fired. Well, then he decided to sue the NFL and sue the Denver Broncos, sue the Giants.
Sue everybody.
Why not sue everybody?
I think you got that. I know you have that job. He was suing people like I get lap dances, suing everybody.
Sue crazy.
And then the Pittsburgh Steelers called and said, "You want to be linebacker coach?" So I don't know if you have anybody you know who could work for somebody and be suing them at the same time. It's a very unique spot. But that's what Brian Flores is doing, and he ended up getting a job only 1 month after being let go. That's not bad, and still getting paid by the Dolphins. And that is your trifecta. 2 of 2 today. Peace.
So we talked a little bit before about this young girl who is going to run for Congress in Philadelphia. And that brings me to a survey that was done, and this is about political office, but it is the top tier.
Okay.
Yes, talking about the president of the United States of America. Now, there was a survey that was done, and this was done on YouGov.com, and they asked a lot of Americans, because yesterday was President's Day, so ahead of President's Day, they wanted to see how many Americans would be interested in serving as President of the United States for just one day. Just one day. I ask you guys, Jimmy, Greek, would this be something that would interest you? To be the leader of the free world for one day?
No, it wouldn't. I wouldn't be interested in actually being the president. I wouldn't mind following the president around for a day.
Yeah.
To see what goes on and everything. But I don't know. I don't know enough about what they actually do. During the day-to-day type things. Nah, I don't think it would really interest me.
Okay. What about you, G-Man?
I don't know. I mean, one day, you can't pass laws in one day. I mean, you need Congress to do all that. Because I make a Greek holiday.
Shocker.
I want to be any stuff I could take out of the White House and sell. I might try it for a day.
Yeah, you would do it for a day?
Maybe try it for one day, see what I can maneuver. Maybe take a couple rugs. Call Jimmy. Come out the back. I'm throwing out a couple rugs. We'll see if we can sell them on eBay. One day's not bad.
One day. All right, so it's not crazy amount, but they say about 55% are not very interested or not at all interested in such a role. By the way, with Democrats and Republicans equally likely to express disinterest, so it doesn't matter what political party they're with. But it's more men who would be interested in the position.
I can see that.
48% of men were like, yeah, totally. When only compared to 31% of women would be interested in being president for the day. They said Americans who were interested in serving as POTUS have a good deal of confidence in their ability, with about 3 in 5 of them saying that they would perform much better.
Of course they would.
Than the average U.S. president in history.
Yeah. Again, once you get in office, there's a lot of red tape.
Well, it's also for a day, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's only for a day.
Yes.
You don't have to go through any of the mudslinging. You don't have to go through any of the, campaign and hugging babies and kissing moms and all that stuff to get there. So it's a big difference.
And returning favors all day.
Yeah.
You help me and I help you and this bill and that bill.
I bet it's not very exciting. And there's a lot of waiting for this, waiting for that, waiting until Secret Service clears a room and make sure that everything's safe. So you just hold here. I don't know. I don't think it would be very exciting. I don't think it's a lot less glamorous than a lot of people think is my point.
Yeah, you might.
Now, would I like following it around and seeing what it's like, seeing the ins and outs of the day of the day? I would love that.
What about you, Franny?
No, I have no interest.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I think there would be cool perks, right, for the day. Because like you said, you're not really doing anything serious.
No.
You're not passing any laws. You're not, declaring war. You're not going to do any of that stuff. You're just going to kind of hang tight, hang out in the Oval Office. Maybe get some perks. Maybe get, free lunch or something.
Free lunch? Do I get the nuclear football? Maybe. Do I get the launch codes?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe get some, fun perks. You go shopping, and they're like, oh, for you, Mrs. President, whatever you want.
That's right. Pick up the phone.
Yeah, go
Go
shopping.
to Rose Garden, pick some roses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So may not be too bad as long as I don't have to, do anything
Take the helicopter.
responsible.
Take the helicopter around maybe Washington.
Yeah.
Buzz around there.
Can I fly Air Force One?
Yes, Air Force One.
Go to Vegas for the day.
Nice. Let's go.
Air Force One.
I mean, you could do a lot of things as president for the day and not really have any repercussions because it's just one day.
Yeah.
And then you go back to your normal president after that.
We'll fly up to Philly and campaign for our 28-year-old that's running for Congress in Philadelphia.
Not because she was a stripper, but because she was a stripper.
Maybe.
You pick up the phone.
Might have an influence.
Can you get Air Force One ready? I want to go to cheesesteak in Philly, and then I want to go to Vegas and stop at a Wynn. Okay, Mr. President. Click. I think you get a lot of perks. Probably nobody charges you wherever you go, so you can hang out. Maybe go to a ball game. Maybe on a Sunday, any game you want to go to NFL.
Yeah, throw out the first pitch. Get one of those cool jackets.
Yeah.
The emblem.
Right?
President seal on it.
Yeah, I mean, I would take a lot of apparel. I definitely would to sell. Stuff like that.
Do they have a lot of apparel for you to sell?
Yeah, well, the president has like his own wardrobe.
Bunch of things.
Like the bomber jackets. You always see windbreakers with the president code, the patch, whatever it is, and the number, whatever you are, President 66, whatever the hell.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah, something like that. T-shirts on the corner.
Who's president number 66?
Who the hell knows? I don't know. What are we at, 37?
Yeah, we're 45.
46. 46.
Are we telling the future? We're going to tell the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely get a couple hats, T-shirts.
Yeah, but you get some fun things, right? You can take off right in Air Force One. You can take off in Marine One, by the way, too.
Yeah.
You can ride in what they call the Beast, which is the badass presidential limousine.
I go to Vegas for a day.
Yeah.
Hang out.
All right.
Cruise around, maybe.
That's a surprise.
Going
to Vegas. Greek going to Vegas. Sugar.
You got your own retreat. They have a country.
Camp David.
Yeah.
Go to Camp David. Let's go. Have a party.
They got a country home. You got your own country home. You can go retreat to.
Maybe go to Greece or Italy.
I'm looking at all these things that you can do if you become president. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Go to Greece. Start a war.
You're not starting wars.
Oh my God, you're great.
You're not starting wars.
You're not starting a war over here.
Let's go to Ukraine.
Oh God,
that's a hot spot right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, you have I guess they have a full fitness center where the president does have access to their own personal trainer, so you
so
go
work
get help
out
with
there
them.
Maybe work out with The Rock or Arnold.
Yeah, you got all kinds of helping hands around you as well too, asking whatever you need and
Sure.
want.
Give me some
So
coffee.
when I think about that, maybe it's not as bad.
Like an instant celebrity pass that you would get all these different perks for. Yeah, that can be fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have an executive chef who cooks all your meals.
True. Yeah,
Your house has a movie theater. You can just sit around and watch movies.
Eat coffee, ice cream all day.
Yeah, whatever you want. All right, I changed my mind. I'm going to be president for the
I
day.
would do it too.
Send a couple girls in, hang out.
Changed my mind. Talked myself into it.
Get a nice secretary, male or female, as long as they're nice. I got a lot to do today, so I need a secretary. And then when you call people, be cool. It probably says Mr. President calling you. Caller ID. That's cool. You can blow it up. 877.
Do you call Putin?
No.
Where's that red phone? Where's that red phone?
I wouldn't call Putin this time.
Can you send me some good vodka, man?
877-927-6969. That's the number to call. On the table is, would you want to be president for today? Yes or no? Pretty simple. And what do you think the perks are, good or bad? And on a first date, what are some good things to do and some bad things? Some of the bad things we said is don't be late and don't drink too much. Those are common things that I think that could raise a red flag.
Yeah, so something, speaking of one of our presidents and President Day, and I had this last week, but we really never got to get to it, that there's, I don't know if you guys, in talking to G-Man and Jimmy, and of course you out there, have you ever ventured over to Peanut Island?
No.
You haven't either?
No, I'd like to, though.
I would like to.
How much fun it is. I've seen some of the pictures and videos that you've posted in the past when you've gone over there. I'd love to.
Yeah, so it's fun. We hang out at the sandbar over there. Back in the day, it used to be a little bit more lax where you could actually, I think they still do camping, but I don't think you're allowed to have alcohol on Peanut Island. I think that was a rule.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, then I don't want to go.
But I know, but just,
I'm out.
But just in the past few years, because it used to get super crazy. I mean, people would pull kegs over there and have big old parties.
That's the problem, right?
And I'm not sure, so if I am incorrect, you can absolutely tell me. 47142, start off with Real Radio. But I think that is a new rule that they implemented with Peanut Island. But you still have the whole sandbar, you hang out on your boat. It's a good time, especially around holidays, Memorial Day, stuff like that, when the weather's gorgeous. It's a really good time. But they have a bunker. They have the JFK bunker there.
Oh.
Right in the center of it.
That's
and,
right.
Yeah. And
a
lot of people forget that it's there. And they were doing tours of it for a while. Well, it was closed for a bit and then tours. But it looks like that this bunker to our former President John F. Kennedy in the 1960s. And also there's a Coast Guard houses that were built there as well, too, in the 1930s. But obviously several decades, storms, aging, all this stuff, they have made it unsafe to visit these historic sites. But it looks like our county is working to save it, which sounds pretty cool. The county is taking over the lease for the land, and they plan to spend the next couple years restoring all this cool stuff. So, they said in the structure itself, it's like very unsafe. They said that there's mold, it's unstable structure. The air quality is not breathable.
Yeah, I read that.
Yep. So it's going to be pretty costly. They're saying the project is going to be about $6 to $8 million.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
We got $6-8 million to spend on that.
Yeah.
Woo, that's a lot.
But they see there's a lot of people who are, willing to help out and are excited about it. They said their phones are ringing off the hook with people excited about the news because obviously it's been closed for a period of time. They said that they are seeking funding from the state and local entities to pay for the restoration. And Palm Beach County is conducting an assessment on the structures and plans to get to work on construction within the next few months.
You think that that'd be more of a federal project? What do you think? I don't know. I mean, I can see Palm Beach County trying to take the lead to get it done, and going after, well, you already said that they're going to try to get some funding outside, but because it doesn't necessarily say that the $6 to $8 million price tag is going to be something the Palm Beach County residents are going to have to pick up.
No, that's not what it's saying. They're just looking for funding, and I guess the way that they're going to make it back, they're saying it's probably not going to be open. They're saying about 2 to 3 years is how long they're thinking it'll be open to the public, but they plan on offering guided tours and stuff like that for a small fee.
No,
so
I'm
it
sure.
won't be something free to do.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to hope with admissions that people come. I don't know how many people will go.
Yeah.
Because again, you're going to have to go to, take a boat out there.
But they have the water taxis that are constantly going back and forth.
If they promote it, again, I'm sure, again, they were always in Palm Beach academies. There's many pictures of them at that local church in Palm Beach, which is a beautiful church.
Do you think there's enough intrigue for something like that?
No. I just don't.
As a tourist type thing or museum type piece.
JFK
I'd love to see it. Yeah.
I would go. Me personally, I think it'd be cool, but I don't know if the younger generation of how they would be, because as time goes on with people that are are not familiar with him, they may not. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the break-even point is, what they're going to need to bring in, obviously, but they may if they really promote it correctly. But it's different. Like Elvis, Graceland's still one of the top places in the country that people visit every year, but it's Elvis Presley. But they did say in an article I read.
Is it still that popular?
I think it's in the top 5.
Is it?
I would say that people visit in our country.
I don't really ever hear many people going, and I know our circles are different than everybody. I'm not talking about the masses.
Well, for years it was. I don't know where it is now.
That's what it seems like. Like every now and then we'll get an article, right, that we read or talk about it, and it always seems like we don't think about it on the day-to-day, but when we read an article about it, it's like, oh my God, it has, a gazillion tourists every year, and you wouldn't think it.
Well,
because you guys were even there, and it's like there's not a whole lot to it.
Well, he's also worldwide. Yeah. You know what I mean? But is
he still as popular? Like you said, you were talking about JFK, younger generation. Are there still people who are interested?
I don't know.
In going to Graceland?
Well, that's where it's the next generation, whoever it is in all of this, to promote it. And that's what they do with a lot of albums and stuff like that in the record industry or whatever, download you want to do is try to get all new fans. And that's what the record industry always did. You know what? Like, the Beatles. 20 years later, they would release a lot of stuff because they had deals with Capitol for 20 years on royalties, and then that would run out. But yeah, I think if you promote it enough. But I for years and years, it was in the top 5 of places visited. I'm going to say top 5. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe top 10. I still think it's top 10 in the country.
I don't know if I would go there.
All right, let's check it out. I am curious to see if it is. Yeah. We got to win this race. That's Elvis.
See, I just heard that there isn't much there. I mean, if I was in the area, maybe.
I'm not going out of my way.
I'm not going out there to see it.
Yeah. You got to be a fan.
And that's what I'm saying. So there are many fans where it would make it top 5 or top 10. I just don't think so.
I know for years it was. We'd have to look it up if it still is. I would say.
I would think maybe like 20 years ago.
No, I remember talking about it with Johnny one time about maybe 5-6 years ago in the locker room. But I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. He's got his plane now. They got a big hotel there. They don't let you go upstairs. That's locked off because that's where.
Still?
From what I heard last time, that somebody told me they went because that's where he passed away. But the rooms are cool to see, and the studio and all is closed. I thought it was cool, but again, Elvis was on my father's label, so it was cool. So I had a connection. And we did that with St. Jude every year.
And then it's Elvis. Let's face it. It's understandable. I could see it. I just. I don't know. And I only say that because I've heard that there isn't a whole lot there. That's the only reason why I say that.
This is interesting. So I guess nowadays when you tour the Graceland Mansion, you do it with an interactive iPad tour. So you don't necessarily have a tour guide, but an iPad tour. I'm on Graceland's website, and it's hosted by John Stamos, the iPad tour, featuring commentary and stories by Elvis and his daughter Lisa Marie. And they say, yes, it includes the living room, his parents' bedroom, the kitchen, TV room, pool room, the famous jungle room.
Yeah.
They say his father's office, newly enhanced trophy building, the racquetball building. and the meditation garden. So yes, it doesn't look like anything upstairs is still available.
What I just looked up, they said Graceland is still one of the most visited homes in the United States.
Homes?
And
Okay.
It says with more than 500,000 visitors annually.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a lot, 500,000. But it's also the most visited homes. How many very popular homes can you think of?
Not too many.
Yeah, so I understand why it's one of the most.
Maybe the White House.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of.
The people's home.
Yes.
I can't think of many other ones. And I mean, he was flat broke. It was when he passed away, he was really having financial problems, and it was his wife who came up with this and made gazillion dollars.
Oh, here we go. The White House is at number one.
Is it really?
But most historic, yeah. And then this one, if you have never been, I highly recommend. It is gorgeous. The Biltmore Estates in Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay.
Breathtaking. I went there as a kiddo. And that's at 2. Then you have, never heard of this, 1892 Bishop's Palace in Galveston, Texas. Then Graceland at 4, Memphis, Tennessee.
All right, not bad.
Yeah.
So it's top 5 as far as homes.
Mm-hmm. Homes visited in the United States.
Yeah.
I'm surprised your house isn't on there, G.
Yeah, right.
People come by, check you out. Nope.
Come on in. What's up? What's going on? It is the Penthouse, and it is a Tuesday. Don't forget, it's Honda Classic all week, and the weather should be great. Honda's going on today and tomorrow, but it officially starts on Thursday. That's when it kicks off. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's when all the golfers will be out there to win that big prize. That cash. Honda Classic, and at 11:45, your chance to win. That's right. We got tickets not only to the Honda Classic, but the Bear Trap. And everybody who wants to go to Honda for whatever, they got to have Bear Trap tickets. That's the one word you always hear. You got Bear Trap? You got Bear Trap? Well, we got them for you at 11:45. It'll be who's most likely to. That's when Franny will give you a question or a scenario, and you have to figure out who it fits more. Does it fit Franny? Does it fit Jimmy? Or does it fit Greek? And that will be at 11:45. Your opportunity to win Honda Classic tickets and the Bear Trap. It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday, day after President's Day. Trying to get back in gear. If you're having a little sluggish time, we're going to help you get there. We'll be back. Peace.
This must be why God created YouTube.
Well, this and cat videos. But mainly for the cat videos.
Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
Have you heard? The Lake Worth Beach Street Painting Festival is back. This signature event is this weekend, February 26th and 27th. Downtown Lake Worth Beach becomes the canvas for over 600 artists, creating art right before your eyes. Free admission. Lake Worth Beach Street Painting Festival this weekend. Info at lakeworthbeachfl.gov. Special thanks to Lake Worth Beach Electric Utilities, WPTV, and Real Radio 92.1.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies for us on this Tuesday. 1 or 2 tiny isolated showers could move on shore at times during your afternoon, but most of us stay dry and clear through the day. Warm for us as well, highs near 80 degrees, but low humidity, so overall it's comfortable. A little breezy as well with an east wind around 15 miles per hour.
This report is sponsored by WhatsApp. No one should read your personal messages. That's why WhatsApp uses end-to-end encryption. It protects whatever you send before, during, and after you send it. So no one, not even WhatsApp, can read your messages. Always message privately. WhatsApp.
I like fresh eggs as much as the next guy, but maybe free-range chickens in the office wasn't a great idea.
We should just use Easy Cater. Breakfast, lunch, treats, on time, and as ordered.
And I bet they never preened their feathers in the conference room without reserving it first! There's a clipboard outside the door. You put your name.
It's not that hard, guys.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Food for work, on time, and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
What's done more to improve overall health and wellness, modern medicine or personal hygiene? Actually, it's both. But considering that bathing went mainstream in the 1800s and brushing your teeth in the 1900s, isn't it time for something new? Well, your nose is the body's air filter for trapping dirt and germs, the first line of defense against allergens, bacteria, and viruses from getting into your lungs. But how do you clean your nose? Oz uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the very back of the nose where germs can get trapped and multiply. And then out the other nostril, flushing out mucus and microbes so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. George's Healthy Life.
With PatriotSoftware.com. accounting and payroll. Keep your time and money.
Mike Capel here, serial entrepreneur with words from another happy payroll customer.
My husband and I started a business together, and I had no idea where to start when it came to payroll. And a friend of mine recommended Patriot, and I have not looked back since. It was extremely user-friendly. I was actually able to understand it and run everything extremely well. And anytime I've had a question, they have been so quick to answer and help me. I definitely recommend it to anyone who is looking for payroll software that is easy to use, user-friendly, and really offers everything that you need when it comes to something that's beneficial for your business.
Visit us at patriotsoftware.com. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll free. That's patriotsoftware.com.
Patriotsoftware.com, accounting and payroll. Keep your time and money.
Whoever said the more the merrier sure wasn't in charge of hiring new employees, because the more unqualified candidates you have for a job, the more difficult your hiring can be. And that can make the process, well, not so merry for you. Thankfully, there's ZipRecruiter, which you can try right now for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter's powerful technology finds the right candidates for your job. But unlike other sites, ZipRecruiter goes deeper. ZipRecruiter matches people with people, and you can personally invite your top choices to apply, because the perfect hire is more than a list of qualifications. It's an individual. ZipRecruiter makes hiring the right person easy, and that'll keep you and everyone else very merry.
.com/radio.
It was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. A prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
One crash that could be affecting your ride in the Palm Beaches on 95. It's on the northbound entrance ramp from Blue Heron Boulevard. FHP reports it's off to the shoulder, but that could still slow you down just a bit.
What is behavior that's acceptable or not acceptable? Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And we got some fun facts about flat tires.
It's fun facts. I love that you try to guess every time, but nope, not about flat tires.
But I keep trying.
You do. Just you are very persistent. Anyways, today
you are very persistent.
It's got to be.
It's what do you think it's gonna be about?
Margaritas?
Margaritas it is.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
One
Start.
margarita, 2 margarita, 3 margarita shots. Some facts you may not have known about margaritas. G-Man, do you know what the main ingredient is in a margarita?
Tequila?
There you go. Nice job. That's not one of them, but
No, you're not.
I just wanted you to feel good about it. Do you know margarita actually means daisy in Spanish?
Really? Oh, wow.
Yes.
All right.
the sidecar, which is basically a margarita, but with cognac and lemon. Daisy. Also, the first frozen margarita, 1971. Slurpee machine at a 7-Eleven. Martinez was like, ding, ding, ding. He transformed Frosty Margarita. So the drinks were a huge success. And now you can find these machines all over the country. You know which ones I'm talking about? The little spinny. Yep. I am one who does not do salt on my margarita, but it's there for a reason. So the salt is quite important in a margarita. It brings out the sweet and sour flavors of the drink. Even just a pinch of salt will help subdue the bitterness and enhance what they call the important flavors. They say on top of it, salt intensifies the drinker's perception of the drink's aromas, making the flavors even more powerful. I think maybe that's why everybody does a little touch of salt with everything. Even like with watermelon, if you ever put salt on it, it's delicious. Now, like the big thing is like sea salt on chocolate.
Right.
Yeah, I guess it intensifies the salt, intensifies the flavors.
So put salt on watermelon.
Yeah, you never heard of that?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. It makes it taste better?
Some people just enjoy it. I like watermelon either way.
Okay.
Yeah. Margaritas are incredibly popular, which I think we knew that. It's called Cheers On-Premise Handbook. And they said it was the most ordered mixed drink. And this was about 10 years ago, but it's still very popular that Americans consume about 185,000 margaritas per hour on average.
Wow, per hour.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, we're about to bring up that average. What time? About 1 o'clock? The world's largest, I'm just kidding. The world's largest margarita.
What? Not kidding.
I know. If I told myself I wasn't drinking today. The world's largest margarita was made in Las Vegas. At the Flamingo Hotels, they have a Margaritaville casino, holds the honor of making the largest margarita in the world. This enormous drink was 8,500 gallons and served in a 17-foot tall tank. It took 60 people and 300 hours to create the drink that they called the Lucky Rita. So they created this to help celebrate the opening of the casino. I wonder how long it took people to drink that sucker.
Probably not long.
10 minutes.
They want you betting. They probably said, takes too long. Get it back on the tables.
Yes. And then finally here, ooh, that's interesting. The world's most expensive margarita was $1,200, and this was on the 235th rooftop bar and Penthouse Lounge in Manhattan. So shocker, it's in Manhattan. And yes, they said they baited partiers with a frozen margarita that used some incredibly high-end ingredients. They say the tequila alone cost $1,800 a bottle. Ooh. The ice was made from $450 bottles of Louis Roederer Cristal champagne.
Cristal champagne. Yep.
The final product was poured in a Ralph Lauren hand-blown Hungarian crystal glass.
I made hand-blown.
That you can take
You always
home.
pay more for that.
You can take home the glass, though. You get the glass, so that's
not
nice.
bad.
Yeah.
It's worth it then.
And by the way, they say the decadent drink was for a good cause, though. Half the money was donated to a charity of the drinker's choice.
That's
Even
great.
better.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
They do it every year at Kentucky Derby with the mint juleps.
Yeah.
Like $1,000 they have them, and it goes to a charity, which is nice.
That is very nice if you're going to do that. Yep. And you know what? I wasn't going to do this, but let's go to Texas. They say, hey, why drink your cocktail when you can drink it? They say this strange food is served at the Texas State Fair. And they say they take funnel cake batter. It's put through a margarita mixer, fried, and then soaked in more margarita. The finished product is a fried margarita. They say it's topped with whipped cream and served in a salt-rimmed glass.
Oh, wow.
Huh. I mean, I'm down to try anything. And that is...
Especially alcohol.
Yes, yeah. I mean, not everything. But
Yeah,
when it
yeah.
comes to margaritas, is what I
Jack
meant.
Chorizo.
And those are your margarita fun facts.
Good job. If you want to know anything about margaritas, man, you just got it right there by Franny. And the main ingredient now I know is tequila, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Jimmy Fallon always has some pros and cons list of a lot of things going on. I think Jimmy's got it for the Olympics, which you might not realize. I believe are done.
Closing ceremonies were on Sunday. So, Jimmy Fallon last night, he did a pros and cons list of returning home from the Olympics.
Pro, everyone in your hometown will want to talk to you. Con, everyone in your hometown will want to talk to you. Pro, telling your neighbor you're a curling gold medalist. Con, getting a text the next day asking you to sweep their driveway.
That is funny.
Pro, seeing your face on the news. Con, with the headline, Olympian suffers frozen penis.
What?
Pro, telling your parents that you're a gold medalist. Con, having your mom respond by saying, well, your brother's a lawyer. Pro, training your whole life, sacrificing so much and representing your country. Con, finding out everyone was watching Euphoria instead. Oh, that's not right.
Oh, ouch.
And finally, pro, feeling the thrill of a 360-degree spin and flips through the air on your snowboard. Con, feeling the same thing on your flight home on Spirit Airlines. There you have it.
Oh boy, there's a little shot there, Spirit.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm sure they were not happy about it. That's one airline that gets hammered all the time.
Oh yeah.
It does. Again, it's an inexpensive airline.
I'm taking it to Jamaica. I got it.
Yeah, all right.
And people, but you've taken it before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
people,
dated somebody who flies for Spirit, and he loves the company.
Well, that's good. So,
Yeah.
see, that's also nice, because then if you hear like that would make you feel good about the company. I would if I knew somebody in the inside. And they always, like, there's just speculation that planes are not good or updated, but that's all hype. Just a joke that people continue to say. That was 10 years from now.
I thought one of their big things was they charge for every bag you take on or something. Isn't that one of their one of the bad things about them, allegedly?
But the tickets are so cheap that it ends up kind of working itself out. But yes.
In the end, I mean, if you have to pay for every bag, then yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you make it work. Like, they'll throw out deals at you. And I know that even when we did the math, my husband and I, when we were booking our tickets, it was still more inexpensive to book through them than it was anything else, even having to pay for our bags.
Right.
Yeah. So it just made sense for us.
It is the Penthouse, and it is Tuesday. Back to work, baby, after yesterday being off. We'll come back with a lot more. Don't forget, 11:45, we got tickets to the Bear Trap, the Honda Classic, which will be out tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, if you want to come by, and a Steelhouse Lounge at Tito's. Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies for us on this Tuesday. 1 or 2 tiny isolated showers could move on shore at times during your afternoon, but most of us stay dry and clear through the day. Warm for us as well, highs near 80 degrees, but low humidity, so overall it's comfortable. A little breezy as well with an east wind around 15 miles per hour.
This report is sponsored by the new Our American Stories podcast.
Check out the new Our American Stories podcast, the show where the American people are the star, telling inspiring stories of history, sports, business, faith, and love, and your stories too. Subscribe on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
Hey team, it's a full house. We gotta pick up the pace.
At Hank's Restaurant, the line goes around the block.
Is this for 12? Okay, I need the truffle oil drizzle.
What he needs is another line cook.
Oh man, are the quail breasts still in the sous vide? Dave, can you keep an eye on that, please?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Did you know that doctors use Mucinex? That's right. Mucinex is the #1 OTC brand doctors trust for themselves and their families. When you have cough and chest congestion, you need a medicine that's effective and long-lasting. So with cold and flu season upon us, why would you use anything else? Mucinex 12-hour DM extended release bilayer tablets allow for immediate and extended release, relieving cough and chest congestion for 12 hours. Grab Mucinex and put yourself back in control. Use as directed.
Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin.
Get the lowdown on all things cryptocurrency on the Coin Bureau podcast, your home for unbiased crypto knowledge. Hosts Guy Turner and Mike Mooch share the latest tips and tricks, providing education about cryptocurrency without the hype.
I had to go back and think about money in general.
Yeah.
And once I got that all square, I found that Bitcoin and crypto
made more sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Listen to the Coin Bureau podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you can push it, pull it, drag it, or tow it, we'll take it and pay you $5,000 for your trade, guaranteed. At Toyota Kia Vero Beach, don't be fooled by other dealers up to trade-in amounts. Only Toyota Kia Vero Beach guarantees you $5,000 minimum for your trade. Plus, if your trade's worth more, we'll pay you more, $5,000 more. And if you owe more than your vehicle is worth, your clunker is all you need. No matter where you live, Stewart, Melbourne, Sebastian, Fellsmere, Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, even West Palm, only Toyota Kia Vero Beach pays you more for your trade. If you can push it, pull it, drag it, or tow it, we'll take it and pay you $5,000 for your trade, guaranteed. At Toyota Kia Vero Beach, south of Oslo Road on US 1. Online at VeroBeachPaysMore.com. That's VeroBeachPaysMore.com. Paysmore.com. $5,000 minimum torque, new purchase only, vehicle condition, mileage history, repairs, and other factors may affect value. See dealer for details.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Sheridan House partners with the community to serve single moms who need assistance. For single moms who attend their training, they meet immediate needs and offer help and support. They equip moms for the challenges facing single parents. Visit SheridanHouse.org for more info. Sheridan House, answers for today's family.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
As you head out along 95, not a whole lot going on to slow you down. Things looking good. You do have a crash on the northbound entrance ramp from Blue Heron Boulevard, but that's not blocking any lanes. Crash on the Turnpike southbound by Southern Boulevard, also off to the shoulder. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the new Our American Stories podcast.
Check out the new Our American Stories podcast, the show where the American people are the star, telling inspiring stories of history, sports, business, faith, and love. And your stories, too. Subscribe on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, this is John Hope Bryant, entrepreneur and fellow builder, just like you. Thanks to the help of iHeartRadio and Prudential Financial, I like to present to you my brand new podcast, Building the Good Life, where each week a special friend and I will break down and
that might be a little bit surprising for some people, maybe not.
If you're 40 or older, you probably remember the days when you had all your friends' phone numbers memorized. And even if you didn't call people often, you at least knew your close family members and coworkers' numbers. This is something that we've talked about a few times before. But cell phones have essentially made that obsolete. New research shows that when people were asked how many numbers that they can remember or have memorized, only 31% of people actually said zero. They do not have any phone numbers at all memorized. 38% said one or two. 19% said they know up to 5. 6% said 10 or more. 1% said they know a whole bunch, well over 10. Not surprised in today's day and age with cell phones and storing phone numbers and having contact lists. I don't think there's too many people that have phones at home at all. anymore memorized in order to dial a number.
Landline, yeah.
How many times even on our cell phone do we actually dial a number when it's somebody that we know?
Yep.
Oftentimes we just go right to our contacts and hit, send, and there it is. Your phone. So it doesn't surprise me at all to see these numbers going down because that's the way we live now. That's all.
Yeah, G's definitely a rarity because he doesn't save any of his phone numbers or names, contacts. You know a lot of phone numbers.
Yeah, I do, but I think I got to start. I'm starting to feel it.
Yeah.
Because the different area codes messes it up. It's hard.
Yeah.
We get 954, 305, 561.
772.
Yeah. Jersey. I used to be a lot better at it. But as the base gets stronger, and it's smarter. It just is.
Yeah.
Just hit the contact and you go there.
And I don't know. I probably maybe have 5 numbers that I have memorized right now. Other than that, I don't know if I could go above that. I know my sisters, my mom, my husband, and maybe only 4, I guess. Yeah. I can't think of any other. Can you?
You know what I remember? I remember numbers from back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember my home phone number from my parents' house.
Okay.
Where my brother still lives. So, I mean, it's still a number, and they still have an active phone line there. A couple of my buddies that I remember, the firehouse from up in Jersey. I still see old school, the old telephone, wall telephone numbers. Those numbers I remember.
What about your wife?
Because that's how we dialed. But
do you know hers?
I know it now. I have learned it recently.
Yeah.
But that was another one. Again, for the longest time, it was a contact in my phone.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. And I think it's important to at least have some those people important to your life or whoever memorized, because God forbid something happens, you don't have a phone and you can utilize somebody else's and you don't know their number.
The only reason sometimes I get confused is like Dano and Jimmy's cell phone are close. There's a lot of similarities between Jimmy and Dano's. It just, there is a lot of numbers are the same. That's where sometimes.
See, I don't know Dan's number in my mind. I don't have it memorized, so I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's very close, both numbers. 772. No, that's what I'll get sometimes confused with people if they have close ones. But yeah, I still remember a ton of them, but not as much. I dated this girl, and she told me she would never have any of her ex's telephone numbers stored because she said when she got drunk, she thought that she would call them for a booty call, so she didn't want to have them stored. I said, that's good.
Hey, whatever gets you there.
Yeah, exactly. She goes, I didn't want to make a mistake. She goes, then late night when I'm drinking, I would tend to do that and, sort of pick up the phone.
But as our generations get further and further away from home lines or landlines at all, I mean, it doesn't surprise me at all that people just don't have them memorized now. It's just not a thing.
People even look at you sometimes weird that are younger, like, what the hell's a landline?
Yeah,
you hear that. Yeah, what's a phone booth?
One, yeah.
Like, phone booth? What the hell's that? Like, you know what I mean? And just my stepson's friend one time said, "What's a phone booth?"
It's a very common thing that you'll see on like social media if somebody actually finds one, even if it's not working, like
to
an
take
old
a picture
one,
of it.
to take a picture of it and post it and say, "Hey, look what I found."
Yeah,
I did that even years ago. The last time I was at Kennedy Space Center because they had a working one that was near out by the launch pads, right? So the tour goes out with the buses and everything, and there was one out that way, and I took the same thing. If you go up to Universal, now, of course, it's part of the Harry Potter thing, but they got the English phone booth, those red phone booths with the really small pieces of glass and same type of thing. I posted a picture of that. I was like, hey, look what we found.
I'm trying to think of one. I know, and I haven't been at that section. I was just at Breakers about a month ago for drinks. But they used to have a line of phone booths in the far corner by the H&M restaurant, I believe. I don't know if they're still there. There's 3 or 4. That's the only ones on the top of my head I can think
maybe
of.
they just leave them there for
show
nostalgic.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they're still there, and I don't even know if they work. But I would say, they're probably not there because I'm thinking when the last time I was there, and that was a long time ago, on that section of the hotel. But off the top of my head, I can't think of any place that has a phone booth.
I can't either. Maybe the airport. Speaking of numbers, today is Tuesday, but it's also Tuesday. TWO.
Yep, the number 2.
SDAY. And you're like, all right, well, what's it mean? It is 2/22/22, and it is a palindrome date. And they say that it's extra intriguing this year because it falls on a Tuesday. So that's why people have prompted to call it Tuesday, even though I know it sounds like I'm saying Tuesday, but I'm saying Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, but they said, the day is quite interesting. So this day of twos, as it's been called, is a special day for many reasons. The 2 sounding day actually falls on a Tuesday, and it's a palindrome, means that a word, phrase, or date can be read the same way backwards and forwards. In this instance, it works no matter the format you read the dates, month, day, year, month, year, or year, month, day. So they're saying the next palindrome like this, because I think up until the end of the year, it's going to be a palindrome. If you do like 2/20, when you look at the dates, or I'm sorry, until the end of this month. But they're saying this one, and that's what I'd read. But their claim here, because I've read a couple articles, is that the next palindrome date won't occur until 1/20/30/21.
2031?
1/20.
I'm sorry.
30/21. The year 30/21.
Yeah. But that's meaning that you're dropping the 20 off the 2022.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the only way it works.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. But they said, obviously there's plenty of ways you can celebrate. It is National Margarita Day.
You don't need anything else.
You just gave it to me.
Yes. They say you also can go to Kanye West because he's dropping the Donda 2. He's doing a live performance today in Miami if you want to do that.
There you go.
Yeah, they say the event is also going to be streaming at the IMAX Theater. Looking to travel, Atlantis Resort in the Bahamas is celebrating 2/22/22 with a 22% off sale.
Let's go.
Rooms starting at $222.
That's cheap.
That is
Nice.
cheap for
Atlantis?
Atlantis. Yes.
Oh, my God. You can't get a hot dog for $220.
Ruby Tuesdays is celebrating the greatest of all Tuesdays with $2 deals on margaritas, by the way. That's a very cheap margarita if you want to do that. But it is kind of cool, too, because there's also the claims with this 2, whatever, meaning in numerology. They say vibrations that come through in the numbers, those two are extremely strong. And they say the number 22 is extremely powerful and relates to your dreams coming into reality. So for people who believe in that as well, too, I guess this is supposed to be a really special day. They also call it an angel day, too. So the angel number, 2/22/22, meaning angel numbers are subliminal messages sent by our guardian angels.
Oh.
And they say these messages are sent from the universe to guide us to our life's purpose.
Send it to me, Angel, please. I want to know my purposes.
Yeah, so if you're one who believes in that and guardian angels, today is supposed to be a very spiritual day as well, too. They call it Angel Day.
Okay.
And that is our angel number. So, so there's a lot of meaning behind this.
So the angel numbers are
Palindrome.
222?
2/22/22.
Ooh, yeah.
5 2s.
5 2s.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, man. Did we play that in the Pick 4 today? You know how many people will be playing 2-2-2-2
I bet
today?
a lot, yeah.
Today, yeah, you know it.
Well, we had Barbara who messaged, happy birthday, Barbara.
Yeah.
Who was asking, if we're going to play the numbers.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Again, any guess is good, man. If it hits, it hits. And a lot of times people always play their birthdays and different things like that. And at least maybe today I should try a margarita later this afternoon.
You should, and trust in your angel, because they said, G-Man, I know you're having issues with your car. They said your angel on this day encouraged you to keep your faith and trust that things will be okay.
Thank you,
But
Lord.
you should also try to resolve any instability in your life.
Oh.
You got to start by creating balance, G-Man,
Okay.
and try not to enter into any kind of new conflicts.
Okay.
All right?
Stay low. That's good.
Stay low.
I'll stay good. I'm glad I didn't do anything with that girl Saturday night who wanted me to do drugs, because that would have been a new conflict.
Yeah, but that was Saturday night. That wasn't today. So
Oh, okay.
you could have done drugs on Saturday if you wanted to.
I would have been okay. Even though she had nice jewelry.
Blown opportunity.
You missed out, man.
I missed out.
Yeah.
Jimmy, story of my life, brother. Missing out. I've never had a girl say to me in my life, you got to do drugs. You don't know what you're missing.
Next time. Take that crack pipe.
Take that crack pipe.
Next time.
Wow, she's hardcore, huh?
Yeah. Well, so later.
I would have never thought it, really, seeing her. You would not think it, but she went down and crazy. It is the Penthouse, and not that way.
Wow.
Not that way.
She running for Congress?
She's running for Congress. It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. We'll come back with a trifecta. We'll tell you somebody who got a big book deal with a lot of money, and then we'll give away a chance for you to go see a Honda Classic, Bear Trap tickets. Peace.
Letting you in on what girls talk about when the boys are not around. It's Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan. Hear the latest episode right now on realradio921.com/Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan. Saturday and Sunday nights at 10 on Real Radio 92.1.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies for us on this Tuesday. 1 or 2 tiny isolated showers could move on shore at times during your afternoon, but most of us stay dry and clear through the day. Warm for us as well, highs near 80 degrees, but low humidity, so overall it's comfortable. A little breezy as well with an east wind around 15 miles per hour.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Dell's President's Day event has arrived, and it's time to unleash your fun side. For a limited time, save up to $250 on select tech, like Alienware and XPS PCs with Intel Core processors. Get started at Dell.com/President's Day or by calling 800-BY-DELL.
When it comes to cybersecurity, the biggest threats don't always strike the biggest targets. Almost half of all cyber attacks target small businesses, so help protect yours with Comcast Business Security Edge. It's advanced security that continuously scans for threats and helps protect every connected device. On the largest, fastest, reliable network with speeds up to 10 gigs to the most small businesses. So switch today and get cutting-edge speed with advanced security and be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security. Together for just $60 a month for 24 months. Plus, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to find out more. Limited time offer, restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Prepaid card offer ends 3/21/22.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
Yo, Dano here for Precision Garage Door of South Florida. And when it comes to that huge door on your home, the garage door, and whether you're looking to replace, repair, or upgrade the biggest door on your home, secure it up with Precision Garage Door of South Florida. And you can easily find them online. Again, visit flgaragedoor.com, where you'll find the customer service alone takes extra precautions and measures to keep you safe, and they're ready to answer your needs 24 hours a day. And Precision is open 7 days a week. The uber-friendly and knowledgeable techs will roll into your driveway fully stocked with materials that far surpass what the manufacturers will offer, and that leaves you confident that you chose the best. And the door will work flawlessly, and it will be whisper quiet. Don't hesitate repairing or upgrading the biggest door on your home. Do what I did and call on Precision Garage Door of South Florida. flgaragedoor.com.
What's done more to improve overall health and wellness? Modern medicine or personal hygiene? Actually, it's both. But considering that bathing went mainstream in the 1800s and brushing your teeth in the 1900s, isn't it time for something new, like cleaning your nose? After all, your nose is the body's air filter for trapping dirt and germs, the first line of defense against allergens, bacteria, and viruses from getting into your lungs. But how do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage isn't medicine, it's more like plumbing. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the very back of the nose where germs can get trapped and multiply, and then out the other nostril, flushing out mucus and microbes so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. Join over 2 million others and find out for yourself how refreshing and easy to use Navage is. At Navage.com, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Moving along pretty smoothly if you're on 95 right now. Turnpike 2, we do have some slowdowns on North Lake Boulevard, east and westbound. This is between Old Dixie Highway and Prosperity Farms Road. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the new Our American Stories podcast.
Check out the new Our American Stories podcast, the show where the American people are the star, telling inspiring stories of history, sports, business, faith, and love, and your stories too. Subscribe on the iHeartRadio app or wherever.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeartRadio station.
This week, the biggest events in Palm Beach County, one of the biggest events in Palm Beach County, that and Sunfest every year. Everybody wants tickets. Your chance to win them today at 11:45. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
This is a huge story on Sunday afternoon. It broke. Juwan Howard is the coach of the Michigan Wolverines, played in the NBA for years, played with the Heat, played with the Miami Heat, was also assistant coach, and was part of Fab Five. Well, Michigan played Wisconsin on Sunday, and he didn't like what the coach did. Called a timeout at the end of the game. They had some words after the game, and Juwan lost his temper, lost his cool. He has handled it better since then, but he slapped the assistant coach of Wisconsin, and Jimmy kills me. And that video went all over the place. You couldn't walk anywhere Sunday and not see that video. Since then, he has apologized. He got suspended the last 5 games of the season. There was speculation he might get suspended for the Big Ten championship tournament, and, there was even speculation he might get fired. He lost his cool. We all have in the world, but you can't put your hands on anybody, so he got suspended for 5 games. Do I think 5 games is enough? Yeah, I wouldn't suspend them for the Big Ten conference, but again, it's hard. I'm a Howard fan, but he definitely lost his cool. He since then has apologized. He said he was sorry. It'll never happen again. He had a little bit of a problem last year, too, in a Maryland game, I believe, with another one of the coaches. So he got suspended for 5 games, but you can check out the video. It's all over the place. He had a closed fist, but then it turned into a slap, and he ended up going after the coach, and he got suspended for 5 games. The NBA had their All-Star game, and Team LeBron won 163-160. 163-160. LeBron hit the game-winning shot. Steph Curry was the MVP. He dropped in 50 points in an All-Star game. Man, I don't know if anybody's ever dropped in 50 in an All-Star game, but Steph Curry was on fire. He really was. I mean, it was just unbelievable to watch him. And then he was doing his dances and moves and playing guitars, and he was just hot as a firecracker.
Real guitar or a good air guitar?
Air guitar.
Air guitar.
Guitar hero, actually.
Yeah, he was
cool.
playing, yeah, he was doing that. He was pretty funny. And Aaron Rodgers said last night was Gratitude Mondays. And he sent out a lot of gratitude to his ex-teammates, quarterbacks that he was in the quarterback meetings with on Monday, all during the week, coaches, friends, and it sounds like he's retired. I mean, to me, that's what it sounds like. He's done. It was gratitude. I don't know if he is or not. Aaron's very out there with a lot of things. He's been out there for the last year and a half. It might be he's finished. He might not be. I don't know. But he sent it out last night, Gratitude Monday, Aaron Rodgers. And if the Packers lose him, they're out. They're done. They're not going to playoffs at all. And they'll lose probably.
Can he just be grateful? Maybe that's it. Maybe he just wants to show and share his gratitude.
I think that'd be great, Sweetums.
Yeah.
I think it'd be awesome. It'd be nice if everybody did that. Who doesn't like gratitude? It just seems weird he's never done it before. And again, where there's speculation that he might retire. We'll have to see. We'll follow that story. And that is your trifecta. Peace. Jimmy, you have somebody on hold? No?
Yeah, we do. We have Jim on the phone. Jim, welcome to the Penthouse.
No, we lost Jim.
Bye, Jim.
Oh, Jim said goodbye.
See you later.
Nice name.
Good name. Man, a lot to live up to. Britney Spears supposedly has signed a big deal for her bio about her life. $15 million. Wow, that's a lot. $15 million. Is that book? Do you think that they'll make money on that book?
Yeah.
Damn right. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It's a question.
All the drama she's been dealing with in her
quiet
life.
life, though.
I think she lowballed herself.
Right? I agree. But they're calling it a record-breaking book deal. So, I mean, maybe on top of it, she'll get some some part of the book sales on top of that.
Maybe.
But yeah, they said a publishing deal for a tell-all memoir about her rise to fame, her relationship with her family, and her experience living under conservatorship for more than a decade.
Oh, I can't believe that. That was a long time.
I guess there was a bidding war, and and it looks like Simon & Schuster.
Yep.
Yeah, are the ones who got this deal.
You think she could have got more?
Oh, I do. I think she could have gotten a lot more.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah. I mean, so
If there was a bidding war, I mean, that was the
former
highest bid.
President Obama and his wife, they got a book deal, but it was a book deal, I believe.
Yeah,
so it wasn't, and theirs was like $65 million.
Right.
But I think they had to do maybe 3 books or something. I can't remember, but I know it was more than one. But yeah, they're saying that this is, probably a lot more than most people get offered for a book deal. So they're calling it record breaking.
Well, and I could see that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if it's that high, I get it. But I could see that the public is going to be very interested in anything that she has to say that brings insight to what was going on, especially after Jamie's book that came out, The Things I Should Have Said.
Yeah.
That was, so that created a lot of controversy between the two of them. So this almost seems like it's a public, the public feud that they've had.
Yep.
And it's just, okay, I'm going to one up you. And I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, well, more people are going to one up.
This is, if nothing else, for the tabloid feature that it could bring.
Yeah, I mean, obviously more people want to know about Brittany than her sister. And her sister, that was probably the selling point for her, too. Hey, I can tell you stuff about my sister.
Of course it was.
You know what I mean? And the interest, it's a shame as family members, they're not friends. And there seems like there's a lot of hate now, which I always think is sad. I think it's sad when people have that for each other. But when it's a sister or a brother, that sucks.
Yeah, well, in that memoir that Jamie Lynn Spears writes about an incident in which her sister, obviously being Brittany, feeling scared, takes a knife and locks her and herself into a room. Brittany replied with, "She was never around me much for 15 years at a time. So why is she even talking about me?" So, I mean, there's obviously bad blood between these two, and this book is going to sell, in my opinion. And obviously, one of those big publishing companies like Simon & Schuster, I'm not surprised that they ended up getting that.
Well, again, they're smart people. They know what they're doing. They know how much they'll make. I don't know if she's got anything on the back end, but people consume it. There's no doubt about it. It's Britney Spears. And she has lived, a very, let's say, off-the-page life. She really has. And a lot of different things that she's done. I don't know how much she's going to say or whatever, but I'm sure she didn't have enough juicy facts in there. She'll probably talk about Justin Timberlake, I'm sure. Other relationships she's had, her family. It's got to be a lot about her family. Touring, the music industry, a lot of stuff like that. But $15 million,
it'll do well.
Yeah, that's nothing to say, okay, I'm not going to do it. 877-927-6969. We had first dates up today. So that was on a table of what is appropriate on a first date and what is bad on a first date.
I actually have, I know it's a Tuesday, but I have a request for something we typically do on Fridays, Jimmy.
Okay.
And this is somebody who gets involved quite often, and we appreciate you always listening. But for Angel Day, they text us at 47142, started off with Real Radio, said, Franny, could we hear Misspeak number 22 for the Angel Day? That's from Casey in North Palm.
All right, Casey, here you are.
This is your Greek Misspeak Review.
God bless.
God bless you.
Denise Barbaboom.
Excuse?
Denise Mavada.
Oh, okay.
God.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
And then Boston made that error, too. Pubes play. Whatever, pubes.
Yeah, there's...
I was born with pubes.
Because I think people more complain about when it's negative than when it's positive. I think that's great.
I don't know what any of that means, but I can't wait to find out.
Before you know, we'll be back at work in the grind in the steel mill.
Alrighty then.
When you're giving money out of your hard-earned pocket to try to help somebody,
I need somebody help.
there's a lot of people who are less fortunate. You should thank your prayers. God bless.
Thank your prayers.
Thank them. Peace.
Something's happened to my brain. It's all dried up.
It's all dried up.
All dried up. There you go.
22, that was a good one.
22 for Angel Day.
We had a couple good ones last week, too. Misspeaks, I remember. It seems like the double digits are pretty good all the time. 55. There's another, I think there's 77. That was really good. Always want to thank the audience for you guys with the Greek Misspeaks. Obviously, you have to thank Jimmy, who does it all. Came up with the concept. It's great. It's funny. It's the number one thing people ask me for. Last night I had a situation with my car. One of my buddies said, I want to hear this Misspeak we're talking about. I said, that's not appropriate right now.
Yeah. Just got in a car accident, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, but can you call Jimmy and can we get Misspeak number 87?
Yeah.
But we are about that time where we're going to open up the phone lines, and I am going to tell you what we have up for grabs. And you may want to stay tuned in all week long because 11:45, which it is right now at 877-927-6969.
Are we officially giving the cue to
Let's
call?
do it. It just
All right.
My clock just hit 11:45.
Ding.
There you go.
Dang.
And we got a pair of Bear Trap passes for Sunday, the 27th. That's this Sunday for the Honda Classic. And that is on the championship course at PGA National Resort and Spa, where you can see golf greats like Brooks Koepka and Ricky Fowler. You can get all the details, plus another chance to win at realradio921.com. Now, remember, as I said, this is for Sunday. This is not one of those where you can pick your day. This is for Sunday. So if you're calling in at 877-927-6969, Sunday's the best day.
Yeah, kidding me?
Saturday and Sunday are fantastic. But Sunday, yeah, I mean, that's where you're going to see who wins.
That's right. It's
The
a
Honda
conclusion.
Classic. Yes,
That's
yes.
the ticket the people most want.
It really is. It really is. Sunday at the Bear Trap is a very sought-after ticket. So if that sounds good to you, we are going to play Who is Most Likely To. And that's where I ask a question, and you just got to guess. Is it Jimmy, is it Greek, or is it Franny? And you guess correctly, just like that, you are on your way to Sunday to the Bear Trap at the Honda Classic.
It is awesome. Jimmy's getting everybody on hold. And don't forget about the Honda Classic. We'll be there tomorrow live at Tito's Stillhouse Lounge. Come on by and see us. It's going to be a great place. It's always free. You can walk in there, hang out. They have a lot of games. They got some Tito's gear, some apparel, different stuff. Always a lot going on. Shuffleboard. Just a great place. And you can see the course beautifully from there. So Franny and I will be there tomorrow, 9 to 1. Stop by. Love to see you guys for the Tito's Stillhouse Lounge. That's a great place to be. I highly recommend it. We'll be there the next 2 days. We love to see you guys. Come up, say hi, and just enjoy it. The Honda's beautiful. It's great weather, and it's a great afternoon to hang out with your friends, whoever, business associates, whatever you want to do.
Fun time.
It is fun. And we'll be there tomorrow, 9 to 1. Maybe I'll try a margarita tomorrow after the show. Ooh, maybe.
You should do something with Tito's since we're going to be in there.
Okay, so maybe Tito's in something. Maybe Tito's in watermelon?
I don't know how fancy they're going to be with their drinks, so yeah.
Maybe Tito's and blueberry?
You're probably going to have to see what they have there, yeah.
All right, we'll
before
try.
you start creating drinks.
No, maybe we'll.
Tito's and blueberry? That sounds good.
Yeah. I mean, they have great drinks, and they always have a specialty drink. They always do over at the Tito's Stillhouse, but I don't want to start like, hey, can you go get some fresh watermelon and blueberry for Greek, please?
It's just a question.
Yeah.
Jimmy, are we ready?
Yes, we are, and we're going to start with Bob. Bob, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hello.
Hello, Bob. How are you, sir?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How long you been listening to Real Radio?
Oh, gosh. 20-some years, probably.
Oh, wow. That's a heck of a run you got going there. What do you think of that Greek kid?
Oh, he's a great guy.
Yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. Nice.
What?
Nothing.
All right, we're going to turn off our cameras.
Oh,
yes. Sorry, Bob. Got to turn off our cameras, and I'm going to ask you the question. So just give me one moment. Hold on.
All right. Cameras off.
All right, cameras off.
Oh,
all right, Bob, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to ask you the question, and just give us a moment, and Jimmy will cue you up to get your answer, and hopefully you're going to get tickets for Sunday's Bear Trap.
All right, here we go.
Okay. So out of the three of us, Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, who is most likely to become an underground cage fighter?
Okay, Bob, we have our answer. Out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who is most likely to become an underground cage fighter?
I would say you, Jimmy.
I'm sorry, we picked Franny. I picked Franny because she's the most athletic out of us.
Did you call me athletic?
Athletic. Because she's the most athletic.
She's got the best ass out of the three of us.
I'm like, should be offended?
She's into sports the most.
Okay. Sorry, Bob. Sorry, Bob. We're giving away these tickets all week long, so just make sure you're tuned in at 11:45.
All right. Next up, we have Liz. Liz, welcome to the Penthouse.
How are you guys?
We're doing pretty well, Liz. How long have you been listening to Real Radio?
Oh, I have to say at least 12, 13 years.
Nice. What do you think of that Greek kid?
Gotta love him.
There it is.
Wish somebody would. Love it, Liz. Good luck.
All right, Liz. I'm just going to ask the question and just give us a moment, and hopefully you get this right.
All right.
So out of the three of us, we got Jimmy, we got Greek, and Franny. Who is most likely to date a secret billionaire and not realize it for years?
All right, Liz, we have our answer. Out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who is most likely to date a secret billionaire and not know it?
I gotta go with Greek.
That's how you do it right there.
That was a tough one because Greek knows everything about money. He looks at watches and jewelry. So I was like, oh, man, would it be Greek? Because I feel like he'd be able to pinpoint a billionaire. But it doesn't matter because you got it right, Liz.
He'd fake it.
Yeah,
He'd fake
yeah.
it. No, I have no idea. I
Yeah.
have no idea. I have no idea.
You live here?
You, what?
Wow,
Oh, wow.
that's amazing.
Beverly Hills?
Oh, my
Huh.
God. This
How do you
is
manage
nice.
that? Well, don't worry about it.
Oh, what kind of car is that? Liz, why did you actually vote for me?
I just think that you would be buying everything and not realize she had money.
Probably right.
I feel like
that's a
this
given.
sounds familiar.
I'm a little bit, maybe.
You're on spot on, Liz. Thank you for the compliment.
Congratulations.
Now you know why my life's in a, you know what.
Love you guys.
You love
Yeah,
you
well,
too.
That's where your life is. Yeah. All right, Liz, so I'm going to put you on hold and get some info from you here in a couple minutes, so hang in there.
Perfect. So,
Nice.
Yep, we're giving away these tickets all week long. RealRadio921.com is also a place where you can find them as well, too. Just check out that contest page. We always have awesome things up for grabs, including Honda Classic tickets. And as G-Men mentioned, we will be out there tomorrow and Thursday, courtesy of Tito's Handmade Vodka. So, should be a good time. But, yeah, very, very, I think, like I said, I don't think we've given out these tickets quite often.
No, not at all. I think
Yeah.
it may be one time, if that. We always have Honda Classic, but to have Bear Trap tickets, the sort of thing that everybody always breaks my stones for, and everybody always wants, Bear Trap, Bear Trap, Bear Trap. It's amazing, but we're going to have them all week. So if you guys want them, make sure you jump on it right now.
Something else, by the way, that's
What?
really cool. If you want them, jump on them. Don't
Jump
right
on it.
now.
Okay.
Just go online
Jump
and
on
do
it.
it. Real Radio 921. Not right now. Not on the phone line. Something I thought was really, really cool, and I just want to promote it because this is on our contest page too, is did you guys see this rock and roll fantasy camp that's happening? So there's a rock and roll fantasy camp, and it's not far away. It's March 10th through the 13th, and it's happening in Deerfield Beach. Well, we have an opportunity if you want to learn how to play or take lessons from some legends in rock.
This thing's awesome.
Yeah. So we have your chance to win what they say is a coveted spot at the 2022 Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp, where you're going to take lessons and jam out side by side with, I don't know, Joe Perry from Aerosmith,
Ooh,
Tico Torres of Bon Jovi,
wow.
Kenny Olson of Kid Rock, John Moyer of Disturbed, and so many more. We have an opportunity for you to win your spot at realradio921.com. Right there, you can check out the contest page. We have all kinds of cool stuff. But man, I saw that and I was like, that's awesome. Learn how to play the guitar and all that stuff and jam out with these rock legends.
Yeah,
Very, very cool.
I think that's awesome. You never get that opportunity.
Nope.
Jimmy, do we have somebody on hold?
Yeah, we got our buddy Vaughn on the line. Vaughn, welcome to the Penthouse. What's going on, pal?
Hello, Governor.
What's up, Vaughn? How are you, buddy?
Okay. I'm all right. I heard you had an altercation with your car again.
Yeah, I got towed today to work. Yeah, I totally forgot. I should have called. I did text Franny, but we didn't connect. And
What do you mean?
I texted you last night, but we didn't connect. I'm saying I didn't realize about Vaughn. You know, maybe I could have called you and you could have helped me out.
What happened? Is the car okay? Or
It's not bad. I got into a little, altercation with my car. That's all. Little fender bender in a way.
Oh, man.
But I had to get the car towed.
So you're good, though?
Excuse me?
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good. I think.
You're good, though?
Yeah, I think so. Look, I got hit my head a little, but not much. Maybe it'll knock some sense into me. But I'm okay.
I was going to ask, how do we tell if you're okay then? Is there...
He'll start talking.
Normal.
Yeah. It'll make sense.
He'll start making sense, exactly.
I'll start making sense. Good afternoon and welcome to the Masterpiece, the program. Thank you, Vaughn. Next caller. Where are you from? So what's going on, Vaughn? How was your weekend?
Busy, uneventful. Not really uneventful, but the work was kind of dead. Didn't really do much. But I did get good news in it. So my work schedule has been altered so I can focus on my own company.
Oh, that's great.
And get that going.
Yeah, you got a tough job.
No, you got a new company that you're doing. And I don't know if you're going to, really promote it or anything, but he sent me his new business cards.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
That's cool, yeah.
Oh,
It's
so
nothing to do with towing.
There you go.
It's not really new. Like, it's like new per se. Like, I'm actually going to be able to focus on it this year.
Okay.
But I've actually started that like 2 years ago, and it's just with towing. I didn't have the time to do it, and like I didn't have like the backup for me to be able to take time off. and focus on the company. So now, almost 2 years later, I've been able to do it, and now I'm focused on that business and try to help out people the way I initially intended the business model to be. So, little tweaks and quirks here, and I'll get it going.
Good for you.
Be good.
Sounds like you got a passion for it.
Now, that's great. Now, obviously, I'm assuming this has to do with medical marijuana or cannabis itself?
No, not yet. Not that one.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I started a handyman service.
Okay.
Are you handy?
And yeah, pretty handy. And so basically what I did is I started the company to help out elderly people because that's who I run into almost all day in my sewing job. And they're like, everybody I hear, oh, I don't have anybody to help me. I don't have kids or family or anybody. And they're just like alone. And I'm, every job I've been at, I've always connected and always helped out the elderly because I've been raised by the elderly. So it's just my natural way of like, okay, let me help them as much as I can.
That's great.
And then my wife and I were talking about what should we do with the business. And I'm like, well, old people are always trying to adopt me and tell me they need help. And I feel bad for them. So that's just what it is. It's like to help out the elderly and single moms or...
That's awesome.
It's called Man Around the House. So...
let us know if we can help you in any way. I think it's a great thing that you're starting, and I wish you success. And I think it's nice when you can help people who are against it. I know my dad was up in age. I was around. But, when people are older, it's a lot harder. Especially single moms, it's difficult.
I'm sorry, G.
No, you said also single moms. That's hard when you're, a mom on your own with no help. That's very difficult to raise kids today. So my hat's off to you.
Yeah. And I wanted to talk, I might call to do one of the ads, but I want to see how that would work first. I think I need to start to walk before I can run.
Yeah, you should.
That's one of the goals is maybe get an iHeart ad. We'll see.
Well, see how you do first.
I wanted to check on you, G.
Oh, I appreciate it. Like I said, a little scary at the time, but I was okay. And, just things happen. It's just all timing in life. I was sitting out with my friends, and I decided to leave a little early, and they wanted me to stay. And if I stayed, it probably wouldn't have happened. But I just have had some bad luck with this car.
Take the car to the dealership?
Do I think the car's what?
Is it back at the dealership?
Yeah, it's at the dealership. Yeah, it got towed this morning. I got in the tow truck around, 8-ish. We got up there. So they're working on it. So hopefully everything works out. I mean, you don't know until you get under a lift to really see the damage.
Yeah. You're at Gardens Towing that told you?
Yes, sir. A nice guy, Doug. Very nice guy.
Yep. All right. I'm pretty sure I'll run into him on the road.
Okay, brother.
Right. As long as you're good, G. Have a good one.
Thank you for checking.
Bye, Vaughn.
Love you guys, too.
Thank you, pal.
Take care, pal.
It is the Penthouse. It is a Tuesday, and it's choo-choo-choo-choo-choo. Remember that. And we're going to come back with some Florida stories. Peace.
This must be why God created YouTube. Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies for us on this Tuesday. 1 or 2 tiny isolated showers could move on shore at times during your afternoon, but most of us stay dry and clear through the day. Warm for us as well. Highs near 80 degrees, but low humidity, so overall it's comfortable. A little breezy as well with an east wind around 15 miles per hour.
This report is sponsored by the new Our American Stories podcast.
Check out the new Our American Stories podcast, the show where the American people are the star, telling inspiring stories of history, sports, business, faith, and love, and your stories too. Subscribe on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Ridiculous Crime Podcast proves that true crime isn't always about mayhem and murder. Sometimes it's just silly. Take a deep dive into the absurd side of criminality with tales of stupid capers and idiotic cons that are 99% murder-free and 100% ridiculous.
16-year-old Max Wade decides to steal the yellow and black Lamborghini Gallardo Spider. The owner? You know him as Guy Fieri.
Listen to Ridiculous Crime on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka, and the Honda Classic is back, and we will be live Wednesday and Thursday at the Penthouse at the Tito's Handmade Vodka Stillhouse. It's a great place. Stop in and join us. Watch us do the show live from 9 to 1. It's the Honda Classic, and it's back. And it's back with Tito's Handmade Vodka. Whether it's the first hole or the 15th hole, you're always going to want to enjoy it with a Tito's Handmade Vodka. Check out your favorite golfers and the Penthouse live 9 to 1 Wednesday and Thursday with Tito's Handmade Vodka at the Steelhouse Lounge. Peace!
There's a lot of attorney advertisements out there, but this is the only one you need to remember. It's zipclaims.com. If you're injured in a car accident or slip and fall, visit zipclaims.com. Download the app. We'll help you settle your case and get paid in 90 days. Visit zipclaims.com or download our app today. Not all cases will qualify. Restrictions apply. Get paid zippity quick.
For my small bookstore to thrive, I can't just sell books. So I created a radio ad at iHeartAdBuilder.com to tell everyone about our author events, our story hours for kids, and our amazing lattes. Now we're busier than ever. I'd call that a success story.
A custom radio ad from iHeart Ad Builder is the fast, affordable way to drive customers to your business. Put the power of radio to work for you. Get started now at iHeartAdBuilder.com.
Mike Capel here, serial entrepreneur with words from another happy payroll customer.
I've used it for a year now, and I've worried 0 time. I just enter in the time, it's calculated, and it's taken out of bank account, and it's just done. I love it.
Visit us at patriotsoftware.com. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll free. That's patriotsoftware.com.
Accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Equus Television is on. Experience equestrian events and social happenings in Wellington, the Palm Beaches, and around the world when you tune into the Equus Television Network. Stay on top of everything that's happening in the show horse world, including dressage, eventing, Grand Prix, plus features on polo, thoroughbred, breeding, and equestrian lifestyle happenings from the Palm Beaches and around the world. Join Equus Television throughout the season for up-to-the-minute news on all the action from the world's top equestrian destinations. Equus Television is free, and it's available now on your smart TV platform like Amazon Fire, Roku, Samsung, LG, Apple TV, and streaming live at equustelevision.net. Tune in to Equus to find out how you can attend the top equestrian events in the USA. The Kentucky Derby, the Breeders' Cup, and Championship Polo. Join the millions on the Equus Television Network, available now for free on your favorite smart TV platform and streaming live at equustelevision.net.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
A broken down car, 95 southbound. This is just on the south side of Blue Heron Boulevard, and it has a right lane blocked, and that's going to slow you down a bit right now. Again, that's southbound, just south of Blue Heron Boulevard with the right lane blocked there. Elsewhere, not seeing any big tie-ups and just your typical lunch hour slowdowns on your side streets. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
If you're into storytelling, listen to Red Pilled America, where this week we answer the question, why are so many major American cities run by Democrats? Listen to Red Pilled America every week on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
This is WCCR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Nothing is more comforting than a box of Girl Scout cookies when you're thousands of miles away. Give to the Girl Scouts Cookies for the Military campaign and give our soldiers a taste of home to show you care. To donate, visit cookiesforthemilitary.org.
1 minute you might be blasting AC/DC, and the next year
This is here.
Hey, happy Tuesday.
And we got some Florida stories and a lot more.
Florida.
Florida. Did you say Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, a thief was caught on camera stealing a fourth grader's science project. Yes, it looks like that this project was put at the end of the driveway. Well, what had happened was Melissa Tharp, well, her family lives in the San Carlos Park area, and her fourth grade son, Gabriel, is the reigning champion of his school's science fair, and he wanted to do it again, and he was confident, and he was like, I'm gonna make the most amazing thing ever. So, hoping to repeat his science fair title by turning a globe into a solar oven and trying to bake cupcakes in the sun, which sounds pretty damn awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I was not that ingenuitive or creative when I was in fourth grade.
I'm not now.
Oh my goodness. I'm not either, right? But they did this. It was a lot of effort. They've been working on it for a couple of weeks now. And it took a lot of material and stuff for them to put this together. So they're like, all right, let's go test this out. We're going to do it. Science fair, by the way, this was Sunday. Science fair is today. So they set up their oven and cupcake at the end of the driveway. And that's when Mom, Melissa, went to go grab her phone because she forgot. She went inside. And in a matter of moments, when she went back outside, the oven and the pastry were gone. So she went to the video and they saw from the security camera a woman getting out of her car, pulling up to the driveway and grabbing the solar oven and the contents inside and then taking off. And Jimmy, you were actually there and you heard the whole thing go down.
Sure did.
He was hoping this would be a good project to get him another place holding in the science fair. We needed direct sunlight, so we did move it a little too close to the road. I was a little astonished that it was gone. We drove around a little bit. I was hoping that maybe I could find who took it.
It would have been a guaranteed first person.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty cool. Please return it and join us for a cupcake party.
Yes.
Yeah, so there you go. All they want is it back. That's it.
Yeah.
But they did try to start working on another one. We'll see what happens. But as we mentioned, I really like Gabriel's confidence.
Yeah. He's got a lot of juice. Would have been a winner.
I know.
Damn it.
She's trying to kind of slow it down. She was like, ooh, we don't know about that. But I think she believes in him, too. She just probably didn't want him to sound that confident, even though confidence is good, kiddo. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we also have a wanted Florida man who got busted. And the reason why this wanted Florida man got caught is because he passed out in the McDonald's drive-thru. Luis Salinas, by the way, I guess he had a warrant out of arrest in connection to a sexual battery charge, and this was in the Highlands County area. So they said they were quite surprised, and they said it was a pleasant surprise when they discovered that this person that people were calling about was this 35-year-old Luis Salinas. So I guess he was conked out at the McDonald's drive-thru, blocking people from their Big Macs and all their food. They wanted to get some food, and this guy fell asleep in the drive-thru line. And they claim that he was pretty drunk.
Drunky poo?
Yep, and that's what happened. They said that despite other patrons yelling at him, he stayed asleep he did not budge until deputies opened his victims or deputies can fight back. So during the scuffle, they said that Selena slightly injured one deputy before he was taken into custody. Selena's, who deputies said had a blood alcohol level of 0.179, was booked into jail on a felony warrant. So this dodo head who had a warrant for his arrest decided to get drunk and go to a Mickey D's and passed out.
What a McRib.
Uh-huh.
What a McRib.
The sheriff said, pro tip, if you have a warrant, you can drive. They said you definitely should not drink and pass out on the drive-thru lane at McDonald's. So thank you for that pro tip, sheriff. And then finally, near Florida, we got a special kind of girl, Kelly Elkin.
This girl's crazy.
49 years old, entered the beach lounge in St. Pete, and it was around 2:15 Friday in the morning. But I guess she was so drunk that the manager was like, nope, not here. We're not serving you. So they said that instead of leaving, she walked into the restroom, and fully clothed, mind you, walked into the restroom, but then came out of it completely unclothed. They said just naked.
Completely naked.
I still don't know what the problem is.
Who bid?
Yeah, so the manager requested for her to get dressed, and she was like, I'm not going to get dressed. Well, then the sheriffs came, and they noted that, yep, she was still naked, and they repeatedly told her to get dressed, and she would not. Eventually, this woman, by the way, who was an attorney,
Well, she can represent herself.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then save some money.
Save some money.
Mm-hmm.
They said she only put on her hoodie, but it's not like a full-on hoodie. It's got the hoodie with the zipper, and she did not zip it up, so she's still very much exposed. And then they were like, ma'am, you need to put on your pants. And then she said she was too tired to put on her pants.
I know the feeling.
I'm exhausted. I can't do this.
I know the feeling.
They say these naked antics played out in front of several bar patrons as well, too. So now she has been charged with disorderly conduct, and she was booked into the county jail. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Franny. We do it twice a show, 10:05 and 12:05. You guys got to make sure you're not on them because a lot of them are very sketchy out there, and it doesn't make you look great. Somebody who's in and out of social media, and looks like over the weekend he's back in, Antonio Brown. Again, he put on some stuff on social media, a picture of his x-ray of his ankle. Now he says Tom Brady lied to him. More things about the coach. I don't think Antonio Brown's going away anytime soon. I just don't. I thought he would be more vocal during the Super Bowl, and he wasn't. He's supposed to be doing some other different things that he's involved with and stuff like that, but I don't think he's ever going to forgive Tampa for what happened. I don't think anybody's going to believe him because I think his credibility is shot as a wide receiver, as a ball player. I don't think it's the best out there. But again, it's social media over the weekend. He went after Brady, went after the coach, showed his picture of his ankle on x-ray. It's just Antonio Brown being Antonio Brown. He's not going to go away anytime soon. Whether or not he hooks up with another team, I don't know. There might be some team who just says, let's take a chance on him.
I think there's less and less people that are going to be willing to as long as he keeps these antics up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he came, like, I don't know, a few weeks ago, he came out and apologized, and now he's going back and doubling down. It's just like, shut up.
That's the problem. He switches like that. And he's been doing this for years.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't the first time. And that's the problem, too, with part of it. Because, I mean, some of it almost seems somewhat legit about him being hurt and him wanting to go in or this or that or something like that, right? But, because of all the years that they've had problems. But apparently over the weekend, he put some of the things that he was putting on social media. He blamed the Buccaneers for his injury. Mm-hmm. He said they tried to hurt me intentionally, sent me out there after knowing I was hurt. He says that Brady lied to him. Mm-hmm. Tom said that he would throw to him, but if he came to play, and he didn't. And that was something that Arians had mentioned too. He continues to insist that Bruce Arians made him play hurt. Coach said if I could run, then I should get the F out there. So, I don't know. I know there's some text messages too. I guess is he still clamoring on to that because that I haven't seen to whether Antonio says he still has text messages that are kind of contradicting what Arians and the Buck said.
He said he has something like that, and he also said that they wanted him to go get evaluated at a mental hospital, and they were going to offer him $200,000 or some stuff like that. A couple of just bizarre things, but it's Antonio Brown. I mean, it's him. That's who he is. He's a talent, no doubt about it. If he behaves, I think he has a chance to get in the Hall of Fame for those 7 unbelievable years that he had. I believe he has 1 or 2 Super Bowl rings. I'm not 100% sure. I think he has 1. But he's just one of those guys. He can't stay out of the limelight, and he's not going to let you forget him. I mean, that's the thing with Antonio Brown. And then when he goes after Brady, and you just see that name Brady to the story, that makes it a bigger story. So, he said Brady promised him he'd throw to him. He didn't. I'm sure Brady said to him, I'll throw to you, but, you got to get open, too.
Well, it's probably the one thing that all three of them do agree on. Antonio, Tom Brady, and Coach Arians agree that the one thing is that that this whole tirade has more to do with him not getting the ball in that game against the Jets than anything else. So apparently that is at least one thing they agree on.
Well, he's also was going for his bonus. I mean, again, a lot of receivers, people don't realize they get bonuses based on yardages, based on catches, based on touchdowns. So he felt I think Brady would have helped him. Like he helped the Gronk catch the ball.
But that makes Antonio look worse because that makes well, are you injured or are you not injured? Mm-hmm. Are you going to play the injured card or are you going to play the fact that they're not, playing you, they're not putting you in, they're not giving you the opportunity to make that money and that bonus? Which is it, bub?
Yeah.
Because we're getting both sides. We're getting both stories.
Definitely
it sounds like Antonio Brown.
Yeah. And then, like I said, last week with Gronk, whenever it was a couple weeks ago, he needed his money for his catch. He got $1 million. They show that. I am sure Brady would help him. There's no doubt about it. But he might not have been open. That's all. But he's always going to go to press, and he's going to always say the same things. That's Antonio Brown.
Every receiver says that.
That's right.
Every receiver, every huddle, you go back to, I was open.
That's
I was open.
Everybody's open.
That's common.
It is the Penthouse. We're open. Jimmy's in the house with Franny and me. We'll come back with a lot more on this Tuesday. We'll be back. Peace.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies for us on this Tuesday. One or two tiny isolated showers could move on shore at times during your afternoon, but most of us stay dry and clear through the day. Warm for us as well, highs near 80 degrees, but low humidity, so overall it's comfortable. A little breezy as well with an east wind around 15 miles per hour.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Don't drive much, don't pay much with pay-per-mile insurance from Allstate. Life is good.